join us, then we'll start proper. But while we are still Mr. Patrick, you want to be the first? You can, just say hi to everyone.
Good day, everyone. It's a nice time seeing everyone's faces again, and being part of this group has actually before the end of this year, let me just use that word. I believe that we'll be coming back to share testimonies about how far the journey has been. I'm believing God that something positive is going to come out of the training, and we are not taking that training for granted. We are not taking it for granted as well. And calling us to also be part of this meeting is just to reassure us that we are still part of the family. You guys are also still interested in our growth. And this is one thing that a lot of persons are actually doing now, and inviting us for this is just for you to see that, okay, we are growing as well, which me as a person, I'm very happy to be part of this family and to be back again to learn what others are already doing. And I believe that the relationship is not going to end here. It's a continuous relationship. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Well said, Mr. Patrick. Thank you very much. You've even touched on, areas, where far beyond what the scope of this gathering is. But we appreciate that. Thank you very much. I just want to let you know that, these people who are, telling you about what they've done with data, they're actually selling themselves, right? That's what they are doing. They are showcasing what they know, right? And the best way, anybody is going to blow your trumpet for you, right? So you have to blow your trumpet. That's exactly what they are doing. So visibility is very important in whatever you're doing. All right, so let's have, everyone, just put on your video for a couple of minutes, say hi to somebody, say, just like that, while we are waiting for, more persons to join us. We'll start in a couple of minutes now. So Darasimi, you want to say hi? Oladotun, you want to say hi? Williams, Eben, Mr. Ilori, let's hear from you. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Who is speaking?
Yes, Alaka.
Good evening. Nice to have you. Mr. Eben, are you there? Hello. There's a baby voice on the background. Hello.
Okay.
Hi, is it going?
Good evening. My name is Akinsha. I'm glad to be in this event this evening. Actually, today will be my first time of joining, and I know that join this event, it will be very much more effective in my life, and I know I will have testimony, because I have people around me that have been giving testimony that they have been enjoying this good events, which means I will have my own testimony. And I appreciate all the organizer. I pray for more knowledge and wisdom to everyone in charge of this event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. So we do not take it for granted. And it's nice to also know that we have new persons joining us, in a session like this. So please, there is a button where you can actually raise up your hand. So if you are joining us for the first time, you can raise up your hand. Let's acknowledge you. Let's say hi to you. Please raise your hands. Yes. There's Adedayo. There's Justice. Good to have you guys here. Okay, Amolola is there. There's Timi. Timileyin is there. Thank you, Timileyin, for joining us. More persons. All right. Okay, Mr. Ilori, you also joining us for the first time. Wow. Mr. Eben, thank you, thank you, thank you. We do not take it for granted. We appreciate that, the fact that, we reached out and then perhaps you saw our posters, our flyers, maybe on social media, or maybe there is a testimony from someone around you, and then we are here to also witness same, right? So we appreciate, that, and we do not take it for granted. All right, so I believe we can start now, right? We can start actually. Now, what we are gathered here, is just like a sensitization, right? Visibility, creating visibility, and also letting you know that there are things you can actually do. Maybe for those of us who are new into data analysis, just try to bring you on board, let you know that there are things you can actually do. So we are talking data automation, right? In Excel, like called the data automation 101. And then before you go into automation, oh, thank you, Faith. Thank you. It's good to see you too, even though I can't see your face. All right. So before you go into automation, right, you need to know like the basis, right? And then the basis is when you now, just like elementary, the way we started in elementary school, they teach you the basis, A for apple, B for baby, and all of that. As you begin to move, you begin to pronounce words and all of that. So it's a gradual process actually, and that's why we are having this session, right? To let you know that you can actually do some of these things, right? You see a lot of people, especially on LinkedIn or all these networking sites, telling you what they are doing. It looks abstract to you, like what is this person saying, right? But of course, it's something you can actually achieve, right? And we proud ourselves at KZ to actually, say that anyone who passes through our program, right, becomes an expert because we have you replicate what has been done in class. We also expose you to what is happening, all around the world. Now, things are changing, right? I remember, back then in secondary school, all of us, I know a majority of us then wanted to work in the oil company, right? It was oil. But today, the story has changed. Data is the new oil now, whether you like it or not. And there's virtually nothing you are doing that you do not play around with data. And then what makes you different, from every other person, or what gives you a leverage is the fact that the data in and out, right? You know what to do per time. Whether you are a pharmacist, whether you are a database administrator, whatever it is you are doing, you must play with data. And I can tell you categorically that I've worked in companies where all of their data was on Excel. Everything they were doing was on Excel. They didn't have any database anywhere. And these are top companies, right? If you find yourself in such space, how do you cope, right? And this is why, we are very passionate about what we do here. And we want as many persons, to come, experience these things. Apart from the fact that, maybe you are joining for the first time, even on your current job, right? You can make a difference. We've had testimonies of persons, who went through our academy and they tell us that, at work, they are now like the champions, right? Because something that usually would take, a couple of minutes, hours to do, they achieve it, within a couple of minutes. And then everybody's looking at them like, who is this new person? So these are, some of the key aspect of why we are here. Alaka is going to take the automation proper, but of course, let's have like a preamble, right? Introducing to all of these things. So to start, for us, we want to talk about our mission statement at KZ Academy, right? Our mission statement is to, equip individuals with the essential data analysis skills needed to thrive in today's data-driven world. Like I said earlier, data is the new oil, right? Data is gone at the days when people say they want to work in oil companies, they want to work in this and all that. Everything you are doing now, it revolves around data. There is an element of data in whatever it is you're doing. And then also talk about our vision statement. We are committed to excellence, right? Continuous learning and then innovation. We try to foster a supportive community that empowers, every student to reach their full potential. By full potential, we mean whether you are looking for a new job, whether you are new to data, whether on your current job, right? There is a level of skill set you would have on your current job, like you stand out, and that, of course, you can look at, promotion, for example. It also helps you gain visibility. And as someone, on a job, and you are like the go-to person, like anyone that has a problem, they go to you, and all of that. It gives you, visibility, and that, of course, counts for, something. Now we talk about our impact. We've been very impactful, right? We just, finished with batch 10, and we are going into batch 11, right? Collectively, we have successfully trained over 200 plus students globally. And when we say globally, it's not just Nigeria, it's not just US, it's not just Qatar. We have, students all over the globe, right? And they testify to the fact that we have been very impactful. Many of our graduates are, working as professional data analysts, and several of them they've earned international recognition, right? We've had people, take part in data challenges, and they, came out victorious. And this is like a testament to the quality of program, and the commitment we have towards ensuring that this impact, and for us, we make sure that we don't leave anyone behind, right? Whether you are a slow learner, medium, or high, we try to accommodate everybody, right? For those who went to our program, you notice that, we ask, are you sure, you are making progress? If you don't make progress, please speak. And then we don't even mind going back, every time there's an issue. So we make sure that nobody's left behind. So now we are looking forward to batch 11. Batch 11 will start in May, and our portals are already open for registration. So please, if you have people around you, people in your workplace, please reach out to them, so that they can secure a spot today and take the first step towards a career in data analytics. Now, when you go through our training, what would you get? It's a 3-month intensive training program, and it's designed to give you, the necessary knowledge, tools, and hands-on experience, to launch a successful career as a professional data analyst. And like I said earlier, even on your current job, right, whether you are working as an operations person, customer service person, whatever it is you're doing, this, training, it will find, relevance in whatever it is you're doing. And we also, proud ourselves that we have, expert instructors. Our tutors are, Microsoft certified trainers, and they have years of experience helping students to achieve, professional level proficiency. We teach you how to use industry, leading tools. And then, what about our courses? What are our curriculum? What is it like? Now, we major in advanced Microsoft Excel. When we say advanced, please don't be scared. For you to get to the level of advanced, we actually take you through the preliminary, right? We try to build you, right? And once we've done that, once you get to a level, you begin to think outside the box. You begin to think on your own, right? By virtue of all the steps, all the knowledge that will be imparted. And then you now begin to talk of, advanced, level, whether it's Excel, whether it's Tableau, whatever it is. In as much as we're able to, properly, impart the right knowledge, then you are sure to, do things on your own, and then, you can experiment, do things on your own, and that to take you to, another level in terms of learning. So for our curriculum highlights, we talk about advanced Microsoft Excel, talk about Tableau. Tableau is very good when it comes to visualization. Talk about SQL and SQL, Power BI also for visualization, Python, for coding and all of that. And then we also have, in addition to all of these things, right, we have CV and LinkedIn optimization. and then job application support. Now, this final part, this CV and LinkedIn optimization, is something strategic for us. It's not something we joke with, right? It is one thing to train. It is one thing to impart knowledge, right? Now, if you've impacted knowledge, you also need to tell these guys or show these guys how to actually, move to the next step now. Because when people commit time and resources into a training, they want to reap a reward, right? So if they do not know how to, brush up their CVs, they don't know how to optimize on LinkedIn, because a lot of persons, like I have people within my circle who have gotten jobs on LinkedIn. If they do not know how to make good use of these things, they will just remain on the same spot. And then there's one thing with knowledge: if you don't use it, over time it will fade away, right? So we have LinkedIn and CV optimization and job application support. You find out, if you are in our other channels, you find out that we constantly send job applications, right? And then we have partners who would reach out to us to say, look, we have this opening. Do you have somebody that can fill this spot? And we also share on the group. So these are some of the things that, some of the advantages we have when you partner with us in training. And also we have real world internship. Like on the group chat now, I know, at least I saw some today. We have persons who are trying to go into internship. A company has reached out to us to say, look, we want a certain number of persons, and then based on our criteria, right, for guys who we know who make us proud, and then those who also know that with the right knowledge they can excel out there. We have extended these opportunities to them to say, okay, take advantage of this opportunity. And of course, you never can tell, right? Within the completion of the internship program, the company can decide to retain them. And then when you go through internship, it goes a long way, right? Internship, in fact, people are even struggling to get internship these days, because internship can take you actually to the next level. So we have real world internship where you can gain practical experience. Someone needs to mute. Someone needs to mute. So we have real world internship, where you get practical experience through an internship with a Qatari registered company in Doha, in Qatar. You work on real world projects and you apply everything you've learned, within the 6 weeks, the 12 weeks program, right? It will find application when you are, doing this internship, right? So please, we'd like you to take advantage of it when, we reach out to you. Then of course you have a training certificate, right? We're a registered company, right? And once we endorse you that you've gone through our training section, then it's binding, right? So, and that's very important that we don't issue this certificate by virtue of the fact that you just went through. You must have, met some certain criteria. And that's why we keep preaching that you need to complete your assignment, you need to complete your tasks, you have group project that you need to complete, right? And all of that. So it's very important, right, that at the end of these things, once you have done all these things the way they ought to have been done, we give you a training with our endorsement on it. And then we also have a recommendation letter from our Qatari partner company. We give you a recommendation, and recommendation actually has weight, right? We've had, instances where somebody just say, they will write on their card and give you go look for a job, and then by virtue of that recommendation, you get that job, right? So it's not something we play around with. Then you also have a certificate of internship. Now, there are a lot of companies out there who are looking for people who have gone through internship, because they don't have time to actually onboard you. They want people who hit the ground running. So once they are aware that you've gone through an internship program, right, you are like, the right person for the job, right? So certificate of internship is also there it's also a leverage. Now, not every company who are into training can actually give you a certificate of internship. So it's something we pride ourselves with. And then you have unlimited access to your training resources, right? Now, you can actually download the materials or keep, and then you have, job referral. Like I said, we constantly reach out to our students when we have job offers, right? We reach out to them to say, look, there's this opening, you can take advantage of it and all of that. So please, we'd like you to, take this very serious, reach out to people around you, speak to somebody might need this information, And for those of us who will be joining batch 11, you can reach out to our former students, how their experience has been. You had, someone, give us like a testimony of how, Mr. Patrick was here earlier. He told us about, how transforming it has been for him, how things have been, and he's looking forward to, getting something better. So that is it from my own end. Please, if there's anybody that has a question, any clarification whatsoever, before I hand over to Aziz Alaka. So based on what I've said so far, do you need any clarity around anything? Please feel free, unmute and speak.
Hello?
Hello? All right.
Yes, please. Mr.
Yeah, sorry, as you see, my name is Justice. I just came across your flyer on Nido Kata. So I thought it was just a one-day something, but during the course of your discussion or introduction, I got to understand that this is like a training school, correct? Yeah, so I don't know, because it's like what I got on the flyer is a bit different from what I'm hearing, because if I can see on the flyer.
Mr. Justice, I think I should come in there. Thank you so much for that. So today is free training school. Free training. Today we are having data automation with Microsoft Excel, which is free. Okay. However, we are introducing our next batch, which is going to be starting in May. So if anyone will be interested, you can join, you can enroll for the training. But today is free. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you have a training school in Qatar?
Yes.
Okay, so basically you train people on what again? Can you?
Data analysis. Don't worry. During the section, you are going to get all the information.
Okay, that is fine.
Thank you.
All right. So today's session will start in a bit. This is just like an introduction, right? Telling you what we do, what we are all about, right? So if there's anyone that has any question again, please feel free.
Yeah, I think someone also put up a hand. That is Ileri Olua. Are you still there? Ilori Ayobami.
Okay, all right, yes. Ilori Ayobami, sir. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm also joining for the first time anyway. So the flyer through Fumi Ademode status. So please, actually the question I wanted to ask, my fellow just asked now. So I'm joining for the first time, and through the introduction, I've had some things different from what I saw in the flyer as well. So, but I've had the answer through the question he asked. So no problem. It's all right. Thank you. Then also, through the course of this training, because I noticed it's being recorded, will it be released to us as part of the material that?
We are actually broadcasting on YouTube. So after the training, you can, sure.
Yeah.
You'll be able to have access to it. So everything we are going to be using today, including the data set, the instruction, because we actually want you to be able to replicate what we are going to do today. And there is actually a bonus for it. Just to preempt, for everyone that is going to replicate the same thing we are going to do today, we are going to have 10% discount in the tuition fee if you are going to be joining the next batch, okay? Because we want to use it to encourage you and to make sure that you pay attention to learn it.
Yeah. It's all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, Alaka, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. And thank you, everyone, once again. Thank you for joining. All right, we have little time, and we have very, very important topic to look into. And I believe before the end of today's section, everyone on this course should be, I can call you a potential data analyst. Okay, I can call you a potential data analyst. All right, thank you once again. So today we are going to be looking at data automation with Microsoft Excel. And as we know now, this is a age of automation. This is when we can afford to do things manually. Because when you do things manually, you waste resources, you waste time, you waste money. The resources is the human power. Okay, so how do we automate these tasks? All right. So, okay, before I introduce myself, I would like to meet, I know we have some people that are just joining for the first time. I would like to meet you. Only 2 or 3 people can volunteer. Tell us your name, what you do currently, your experience, and your expectation for this training. We want to be sure that at the end of this training, we are able to meet your expectation. So if you are in that category, you want to volunteer, please feel free, unmute yourself and let us meet you. Just 2 to 3 people.
Okay, thank you so much. My name once again is Engineer Ilori Ayobami. I'm a project manager in a construction firm here in Nigeria, in Abuja. So my experience, I have about 14 to 15 years of experience in my field now. And my expectation is actually, when I saw the flyer, so I was thinking maybe this would actually add to my experience. And then, when I saw the data automation, so with using Excel, Excel is one of the tools we use. So I would also want to have that kind of experience and then see how that can boost my, my profile and my field of experience. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. One more person, 1 or 2 person. Anyone can vote.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Akinshe Aladotun. I'm a HSC personnel in Alaka here with 7 years experience. I've been working on these are the part of what I'm using at my field, in my field, I mean. But there are some areas that when I get there, I need to look for someone to assist. There's some area that I cannot operate much on Excel when you get to certain activities. But I believe being participating in this event tonight and being progress in it, I know everything will become perfect. So that is my expectation. I know I will be more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Todun. Thank you so much, Mr. Dotun, for that, and Mr. Ayobami. Okay, I think 2 is enough. Thank you, everyone. I just want to know you so that we know the type of audience we have, so that we know, are we going to start from the beginning or start at the intermediary or start at the advanced level. Everything we are going to do today, that is always a basic for it. But because of the little time we have, we are not going to start from the basic. But if you are interested in learning it from, learning the basic, please feel free to join the next batch. So we are just going to teach you as if you are aware of some things. You have some prior knowledge of using Excel. At least you know what is a row, what is a column. All right. So thank you once again. So I'm going to be introducing myself. My name is Temitope Alaka. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. So I'm a lead trainer at KZ Solution Academy. All right, so I have experience in database administration, data analysis, big data, data engineering. I have a copious of years of experience in data automation, analytics, and engineering. And this is my LinkedIn. You can screenshot this page. This is our website for KZ Analytics. And I also want you to know KZ is now in Qatar. So our company name here is KZ Analytics Artificial Intelligence Consulting Limited. So you're in the right hand. So KZ Solution Academy is registered in Nigeria, while KZ Analytics is registered in Qatar. I have several Microsoft certifications. You can see some of them are here. Azure Database Administrator, Power BI Data Analyst, Fabric Analytics Engineer, Azure Data Fundamental, Microsoft Certified Solution Associate. So they are like that. All right, so you are in the right hand. Okay, so the background of what we are going to do today. So we are going to act as if we are a data analyst. So I want everyone to work with me. We are going to do this together. Okay. Remember I said at the end of this section, I expect everyone to be able to replicate the same thing we are going to do. So we are going to be providing every resources that we use. they're going to use and going to be providing it to us. Either, I mean, a lot of people register through their email. They're going to share it through the email. You're also going to get the video recorded through the email. All right. So the background, you have been hired as a data analyst at KZ Analytics, a retail company that sells products across multiple regions in the United States. This is just an example. This applies in different ways. That was the reason why I asked at the beginning that, okay, let us know about you. What are your current position? For you to be able to know that irrespective of your current role, you can make use of these tools. You don't need to become a data analyst before you can use Excel, before you can analyze your report. One thing that we need to do is you will work smart, not work hard. Okay, I mean, I've worked in several organizations. Before I actually have these skills, I know a lot of time that I've done a manual work using hard work. That's going to take days. But with these little things you are going to learn today, it's going to make everything easy for you. So the scenario we are looking at today is a sales report. Okay, so this is a company in the United States which have branches in different states, different regions. Okay, and as a manager, you want to be able to monitor your sales in one dashboard, and you actually want it to be real time. Okay, they are making sales, I mean, in different regions, and at the same time, you want to be able to know what are the number of orders that are being made per region. You want to be able to know which of my agent is performing well. You want to know which of these products do I need to decommission, which of these products do I need to purchase more. Okay, those are the things we are going to be looking at today. But we are going to concentrate on so the data set we are going to be providing is for the year 2024. Actually, we are going to do the scenario together. Everybody are going to contribute. We are going to contribute to this data set. When we get there, I'm going to let us know. So the sales team has collected transactional data throughout 2024 and needs your help making sense of it. Your task is to transform the raw data into a meaningful, interactive dashboard that support business decision. So we all know this is a world of data now. I mean, everybody know. Whether we like it or not, data is being generated every day, even by us. But how do we make sense of this data? Who are the people that make sense of this data? Are this data generated? Are they going to be a waste? Any successful business nowadays must make their decision according to data. Okay, I used to give some example to my student that when you go to a supermarket, and do you know the reason why that whenever they put Bonfita, they used to put milk beside it? Do you know why? Why is it like that? That when you see Bonfita, I mean, you see, you beside it, you see milk, and very close to it, you see bread. Why do you think it's like that? Because they know that everyone that buy milk or buy Bonfita, see, we want to buy bread. How do you think they're able to get that? That's as a result of the data. They get their data that, okay, everyone that buy this used to buy this. Okay, what can we do? Let us bring them close to one another. Okay. Another thing is, why do you think they used to put fruit? I don't know if you observe in any supermarket, the fruit used to be at the extreme end of the supermarket. Why do you think they do that? Because they know that a lot of people come to the supermarket to buy fruit. So if the fruit is at the entrance of the supermarket, they will just get to the supermarket, get the fruit, and go. But if they put it at the extreme end of the supermarket, they will need to go to that place. Before they get there, they have seen a lot of products. And as a result, they will buy more. Everything is as a result of data. Okay, so let's go back to our scenario. So we need to develop an interactive dashboard for the manager to be able to see all the region's activity in one view. Now, for every project, there is, I mean, before you can work on a project as a data analyst, you must be answering a particular question. There must be a problem. You know, one mistake that we make, because which I have made before, I work for a particular company, I designed the report for them, okay? And at the end, they did not use the report. Why do you think they didn't use the report? It is because maybe they didn't find it as a problem to them. So before we can work on a particular project, there must be a problem statement. There must be an objective, okay? Before we can say, okay, we want to provide a solution to something. So for this scenario we are working on, these are the problem statements. And from the problem statement, when you have the data set, you will know what you are supposed to do. So the sales management team currently has no centralized view of how the business is performing. Key stakeholders are unable to quickly answer critical questions such as which regions are generating the most revenue, who are the top performing sales representatives, which product categories are driving the most sales, are there any seasonal trends in monthly sales, which products are selling the most units. These are the things. Now, the work of the data analyst is repetitive. So the good thing is that if you're able to master one particular project, whenever you are working on another project, the same thing you did, if you are going to add anything, it's going to be little. The same thing you did in the previous project, so what you are going to do. The same reasoning. Okay, I work for a particular company, and I got to know that whenever they don't used to promote some set of people. So I had to ask the regional manager, why is it that people in this branch, they are not promoted? So I got to know that people are actually promoted according to the revenue that is being accrued in that particular region. So if your region is not bringing enough revenue, so they might not promote anybody in that region. But if other region is bringing more revenue, more profit, then they will want to promote. So how do you think they're able to get all of this information? As a result of data. And we know all these data are generated freely. Like the scenario we are looking at, sales performance. Sales performance. Whenever there is a sales, it is recorded into the system. Once it is recorded into the system, it goes to the database. Okay, so from the database, then it is being analyzed, and we check all of this. So which region is performing well? Which region is not performing well? Someone is talking on the ground. Oh, please, Viviana, please mute yourself. All right. I'm just trying to give us a broad knowledge about this and for us to actually understand what we want to do. So these are the problem statements. They want to know which region is performing well. How do you know which region is performing well? The only place you can know is through the revenue. What is revenue? What is coming in from that region? You make sales in this particular region. How much did you make? Okay, compared to others. Who are the top performing sales representatives? I mean, we want performance analysis. We want to make sure that our employees are actually doing what they are supposed to do. And we should know, I mean, for sales representative, they have targets. Okay, so in their KPI, they are given a target that maybe per month, per year, this is the number of sales that you should make. How do you think we're able to get all of that? It is through this reporting, through this analysis. Okay, and as I said earlier, in whichever role, whichever environment you are working, you can implement the same thing. Let me give us an example. Like in my current environment, I work as a senior database administrator. Okay, and as I said, I mean, I'm working with database. So which means I'm working with server, I'm working with infrastructure. How can I implement my knowledge into such an environment? The first thing is, what is the problem? So one of the solutions I built in my environment is an health check report. You know what it does? The system is, we have thousands of servers. So I created a pipeline that collects servers health check. When I say server health check means, I mean, health check, server, what the KPIs that makes you know that this server is working fine. One of the things is the resources. Is the resource not overused? Okay, is the job not failing? Is backup taking place? A lot of KPIs. And before now, what we used to do before in my current place was that we used to log into this server manually and generate this report. Now, I told you we have thousands of servers. So which means as a DBA, when you get to work in the morning, by 12, you are still doing health check because you need to log into the server one after the other. But when I got to the environment, I created a pipeline that in one shot, the pipeline executes every 10 minutes. In one shot, it's going to go into all of the servers, get all of the information from all of the servers, and put it in one database. And from there, we create a dashboard. So which means on one dashboard, I can actually interact with all of the servers. Why do I bring this in? Irrespective of whichever role you are, whether as a product manager, whether as a planner, as an HSC, you can actually adopt the same thing. All right. Am I making sense?
Sure.
Great. Thank you so much for the feedback. So, all right. So we are going to be looking at this. So as a result, decisions are being made without data, which leads to missed opportunities and inefficiencies. Your role is to solve this problem by building a clear, interactive, and insightful sales performance dashboard. So this is what we want to do. Because without data, we are just going to be doing guesswork. And guesswork cannot lead us to anywhere. Making use of guesswork, you are going to be making a lot of mistakes. But when you use data, they say data does not lie. Data does not lie. All right. We move forward. So key business questions. So these are the business questions. We have the problem statement. These are the business questions. So these are what business wants you to give answer to. What is the total revenue generated in 2024? And how does it compare to 1 million target? The business have that this particular year, this is our target. I've worked with a company whereby at the end of the year, they used to give us profit share. I know many of us are also in that same category. How do you think they're able to give the profit share? It's because they have the analysis of the revenue. They are able to know that this is our profit for this particular year, and they have a target. So if they're able to do more than the target, then they know the rest. They can share it as a profit share. I don't know. I think all companies are they truthful about it? Hello, please, I want your response. Are they truthful about it? That they look at their target? Boy, I think they should be truthful because everything is in the statement of finance account and everything, and it is published. So yeah, they should be. All right. So which month recorded the highest sales and what might have caused it? Once you are able to analyze this report, these are the things they want you to look at. Okay, let us drill down. This is the total amount. Now, because something storytelling. In your dashboard, you are telling a story. You're able to give them, this is the total revenue. Okay, this is the total revenue for the year 2024. How can we drill it down throughout the month? Which particular month overshadow others? Is there any particular month that we have the lowest sales? If we are able to get that month, what happened in that month? Was it during Iran and Israel war? Please, if you can use, some of you, anyone can use video, I would like to see your face so that I can see your reaction if you are following me. All right, so this we are able to, with this report, you are actually able to get the sentiment of people about yourselves. So which region contributed the most to the overall revenue and which underperformed? Okay, who is the top performing sales rep? You want to be able to appreciate the performing sales rep. Your staff, those ones that are performing well, when they are saying KPI, what do we call it? And every year we do, what's the name? Okay, so for you to be able to appreciate them, you need to know what they have done. Okay, so it is through this report you can do that. Which product category drive the most revenue? If they're able to identify the product category that drive the most revenue, they can say, okay, is there any particular strategy that is being used for that category? Maybe they use a different apps. Can we replicate the same thing on the other category that is not performing well? They can only get all of this if they have this data. They have the data, but if they have it in a dashboard that they can easily see it and make a decision with it. All right, so this is what, by the end of this training, this is what you are going to be able to do, okay? This is what you're going to be able to do. Clean and prepare raw sales data for analysis. Cleaning data and preparation. This is a whole topic on its own. Okay, so we are only going to do a little. But if you join our class, we are going to teach you extensively using different tools to clean your data. And one good thing I also want to tell you, today, we are using Excel for this dashboard. This is the way we train our students. We train them from the hard way to the simpler way. Excel is the hardest when we are talking about dashboard. So if you're able to understand what we are going to do today, if you are working on Power BI, it's just going to be very easy for you. Okay? But I mean, this is our own approach to teach our students. We fill them with bone, then after that, we give them milk. Is that okay? All right. So if there's anything you do not understand, please you can ask me. And at the end of the training, you have the video and you can actually watch it. So the same principle we do here, if you are doing it on other business intelligence tools, it's the same thing you are going to do. I told us earlier that data analysis role is repetitive. And you know AI is coming. Okay. So even as a data analyst, one of the things we are going to include in batch 11 is AI. We are going to include some how you can leverage on AI to also work effectively as data analyst. So we cannot just remain the same. All right. So what we want to do, analyze sales performance across region, categories, product, and sales representative. We want to identify trends. Trend. We want to know the year, or we want to know the month that is well performing, with the months that we have a good revenue. Okay, then build an interactive dashboard. We are going to be building an interactive dashboard, which is going to, be feasible to stakeholders. One time I went to the hospital here. I took my daughter to the hospital, and it was very slow. So after they allow us to get into the hospital, so I saw a big dashboard, which was showing how many people are waiting, how many people they have answered, and it is real life. So the moment they answer one person, the number will decrease. The more you have more people, so there's someone that is sitting in front of that dashboard. And if they observe a delay, there's a trend. Okay, we know that for this to reduce from 1 to 2, it takes this number of time. So they're able to calculate the average time. If it takes more than that time, then they know there's an issue. Then they can intervene. This is the same thing we want to do today. We are going to create a dashboard where everyone on this call is going to interact with it. And we are going to see how it is going to be affected in real time. All right. So this is what we are going to build today. This was built with Excel. So, and if you follow this class properly, today's training, you should be able to do the same thing. So this is what we're going to do today. This is the dashboard. And if you look at the dashboard, and this was actually done in Excel, we are going to do it today. All right, we can see the question. We have the question. Before you can work on a project, you need to have a problem statement, the question you want to give answer to. And from this, we're able to see that the total net sales is this, 993,000 USD. Remember, their target is 1 million. So from here, we are able to see that they are close to the target. And we know how many orders contributed to this amount, 201 orders. And we have the average order value. The average order value is 4,199. What does it mean? All of these things are telling a story. So if the average order value is 4,119, it means the product must be huge. What? What type of product is this? This so huge amount? It has to be special. And we see the total units sold. So far, the total units sold is 2,177. Wow. This is amazing. And we can also see that, okay, this total amount that we are talking about, which month do we have the highest? Can someone tell me the month we have the highest? Which month do we have the highest sales?
July. So we might want to ask question that why? Why do we have, why do we have it in July? Is it that something happened in July? Do we need to do more research, more drill down into July? Okay, we can also want to, okay, net sales by region. Which region has the highest value? Oh my God, South. Why? South almost double all of them. Something must happen in that region. The HR or the project manager might need to visit that region to check what strategy are they using, that theirs almost times 2 of others. You see how we are telling story from this dashboard. I'm going to show you the raw data. When you see the raw data, you are not going to see any meaning from it. When you look at the raw data, what is this? You will not be able to make any decision with the raw data. But as a data analyst, you are able to use the raw data to build a beautiful dashboard that we have. And we have sales by category. Okay, which category of our product have the highest sales? Oh, wow. It is office supply.
So office supply have the highest, which is 49% compared to others. Okay, then we have top sales representative. We are going to see this is just a screenshot. That's why you're unable to see some of them, but we are going to see it when I move to the practical now. Okay, top sales representative. We're able to see which one is making the highest. David is actually doing well. Why? How is it that David is an old staff? You might want to check more. Okay, unit sold by product. Which product is giving us the high sales? We might want to check the strategy. We might want to check, okay, in which category is this particular product? So if this product, now from here now, we are able to see that microwave is actually microwave has the highest. Okay, does it mean that microwave is part of office supply? We might want to check further. Okay, so this is what we want to create today. All right, so before we move to the next stage, which is the practical stage, so if you are willing to join our next batch, please scan this barcode to register. Okay, we have limited number of people that we want to accept. Okay, I mean, last batch we have 22 students. So this batch we won't want to go more than that. So it's first come, first serve. All right, and as my colleague said the other time, during this last week, almost 15 students, we refer them for an internship role. They had their interview today. Okay, so and this is yes, Mr. Emmanuel.
Excuse me, Mr. Aziz, I'm just I'm holding my phone. The code, but if you wouldn't mind, you can add my name as part of it. I can't scan, please.
No problem.
First come, first serve. Part of first come, first serve.
No problem. So I mean, if you register for this training, we are also going to put it on the chat. As I was saying, our company is registered in Qatar, and you know what it means. You know what that means? Having your CV, you have worked with an AI company in Qatar. You know what it means, and I mean, we are ready to give you all the support when it's required to the job application, and when it's you need even while working, you need support. A lot of our students are working now as a data analyst, and we are still in contact with them. Okay. Then also, I need you to know that at the end of the training, we also encourage our students to write the Microsoft certified exam. As you know, we are Microsoft certified trainer. So Microsoft gives us the authentication to train students on their behalf. Okay, so you are in the right hand. All right, thank you, everyone. So I'm going to be starting the practical now. All right, makes sense. All right, so, okay, yeah, we are still on time. So this is the data set. If you remember, I said at the beginning that we don't want you to be confused. Before we get to this stage during our class, a lot of classes, a lot of basic things have been taught before we get to this stage. I think this is maybe class 6 or class 4 or something. Okay, before we get to this stage. Okay, so please bear with us. Also, this is also a simple project. So we had to, because we want to demonstrate an automation for you, and we want you to see how it works. Okay, so we are using one table. Sometimes, if you are working with, most of the times, even in real world projects, you use one table. But many times, you might need to use more than one table. Okay, in that case, we use data modeling. That is a topic on its own. So data modeling, when we have more than one tables, we model the data where we create the relationship between the tables, and at the end, we use it to create a dashboard. All right, so we are just using one table, and look at the data set we have. So this is we just generate this data set. Okay, so we can see the order ID, the date, the sales representative, the region, the product category, the product name, the unit sold, unit price, total sales, the discount, the net sales, the month, and quarter. All right, so these are the data. So which means at every time when there is a purchase or sales of a particular product, this record must be updated. This record must be inserted, okay? And you remember, when working with this is serving as a database. The record is going to be updated from the front-end application. For instance, if we are talking about a supermarket, they use a scanner, barcode scanner. Once they scan the product, the product, for every product there is a barcode. Once they scan the barcode, it's going to automatically generate this record and insert it into this database. We are going to simulate the same thing today. And I'm really excited about that. You know what we are going to do? Everybody on this call are going to buy products. And you are going to see how this thing is going to be, how it's going to increase. That is the automation we are talking about. So two things we want to demonstrate. Number one, everybody on this call, I'm going to give you the link. This is the link for data collection. Either you use this form link. I think I will put it on the message, on the chat. But don't do it yet. When we get there, I'll tell you to do it. On the chat, or you scan this. Oh, what's this? Okay. On the chat, I put it on the chat, or you scan this. We are all going to be putting our data. Okay. So that now this is the dashboard. So what is going to happen now is that when we start the demonstration, I have sent the link. If you click the link, is a form. Okay, you fill the form, you put the order ID, you put everything that is there. But please, when you are putting it, the net sales, make sure it is between 1,000 and 2,000. Okay, don't put it. If you put so much, this thing might be disrupted. Why? Because it's made in Excel. Okay, properly we should do this in Power BI. Okay, but it's also good in Excel. All right, so good. So two things. We are going to be collecting our data from the application side, which is what we are going to do from the form. Once you fill the form, there will be changes here. It means you are making a purchase. Once we want to see how it works in real life, how it works in real life. I mean, I told you that I went to an hospital, and at the hospital they put a screen which has a dashboard. Okay, and whenever there is a new client, a new patient in the hospital, and it is registered, you see by automatically you see the number increase. And once they have settled the client, the number decrease. The same thing with our sales. Remember, our scenario is that we are providing this dashboard for the stakeholder. We want the stakeholder to be able to monitor the sales in real time using this dashboard. They want to know in real time that which product is performing best. They want to know in real time that which sales representative is doing well in real time. As you are putting the value, you are doing that. Somebody is talking on the ground. Is it making sense? Please use the thumbs up. If it's making sense, use the thumbs up reaction, please.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the encouragement. All right. So as I was saying, so two things now. As I said earlier, the first thing is that we are all going to be contributing, putting this data, inserting this data from the application side, which is the form you are going to fill. Once you fill the form, this dashboard is going to be refreshed. I'm actually going to see your name here. So please make sure you put your name when you're filling the form, and you're going to see how it works. So two things. So the first thing is the form. The second thing is that now, you have this dashboard and you have different regions. So this region, they actually have their folder. Every region have this raw data. They have this data. They have this raw data. So whenever there is a new sales, which is what I put here, test data. Whenever there is a new sales, they have it somewhere. So at the end, the region is going to add it here. The region is going to, whenever they have a new sales, they add another record here, they add it. So that can also be done manually. All of this, if you join our training, we are going to teach you all of this. This is automation. Okay, you don't need to do anything. You just drop your file, drop it in a folder, and the dashboard is going to be refreshed. Remember, I told you, this same thing applies if you are using other business intelligence tools, which include Power BI and Tableau. Okay, which will make your work easy. For instance, there's a particular report, you as a project manager or as a planner or as an HSC, there's a particular report that you used to provide to your management every Friday. You don't need to be creating the report every Friday. Okay, you only need to do this thing once. The next time you want to do it, just put the data, the raw data, put it in the raw data and click on refresh. Automatically, it's going to generate the report for you. Is it making sense?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you one project I worked on recently at my workplace. All right. So this project, I work on an inventory, a server inventory. In my workplace, I told you I work as a DBA. We are almost 20 DBAs. Okay, so and we have server inventory. Every DBAs have the number of servers they manage. Myself, I have a lot of servers. There's an underground noise. Okay, so I created a SharePoint. Okay, I created a SharePoint where we have all the server inventory. Now, my goal is that at the end, I want to, whenever, I created a SharePoint for server inventory, and every day we have a new server. Okay, and the goal is that we want to have a centralized medium whereby whenever there is a new server, whoever that requested for the server, we put the server information. We add the server to the list, an existing list. Okay, but my goal is that at the end, I want to, because I told you about the project I work on, whereby I created a data warehouse where all of the data sets, the inventory are being saved at the end. So at the end, I want to make sure that my inventory, which is the database, is updated. But I'm using SharePoint to collect my data. So what I did, which is part of what we are doing now, is that I downloaded the original list, which have all the servers, okay? Put it in one place. Then I added a new server, one row to it. So the new row now, we have one more additional server. In the other one, we have 1,000. So now we have 1,001. What I want to avoid is that I don't want to, which can also apply to what you are doing. That's why I'm saying this. Is that at the end, I want to do it such a way that I only need to download the new inventory. Now I know that the new inventory will be more than the previous one. So at the end, once I download the new inventory, copy it and put it in a folder and click on refresh, it's going to give me an SQL script that have the list of only the added server. That is how it works. The same thing with any report you are working on. You have that report. When you have a data set, for instance, in the data set that you have 17 rows, and you don't need all the 17 rows because you are using relational database. There's a background to this. We are going to explain this if you join our class about relational database, about where you have null value, where you have some columns that are not useful for you. Okay, but when you download it from the application, all of this come together with it. So when you have it, at the end, you only want to give some part of the data to your supervisor or to your manager. Okay, so you need to delete some rows, you need to do some data cleaning. Okay, data cleaning. So what I'm trying to say now is that this data cleaning, you only need to do it once. Once it is done once, any other time you have same data, since you download it from the same application, it's going to come with the same format. So any other time you have that same data, you don't need to do that data cleaning again. All you need to do is to replace the old data you have in the same repository, replace it and click on refresh. Then you are going to get your report. This was the same thing we did here. Now, this is it. This is the raw data. This is the raw data. Okay? This is the raw data. This raw data, I imported it to my Power Query. I did a lot of data cleaning on it. After that, this is the product, clean data. This is the clean data. Now, if there is any other details, other additional data to this raw data, all I need to do is to refresh this clean data, refresh it, and it's going to come clean, which is what we want to demonstrate now. Okay, when you send the data through that app, it's going to add it here. It's going to add it here. Once it is added, if I come to my clean data and click on refresh, it's going to be added here. And once it is added here, it's going to be added on the dashboard. Is it making sense? I can see some people have put some value. Can you see? Some people already, can you see? Before it was only this guy. Now you can see the value has changed. Before now, the total orders was 201. Can you see? The average, everything has changed. Look at. But remember, this man, your banner, I told you, don't use between 1,000 and 2,000. You use 100. How many thousand did you use? You have distorted our. Now, let me show you what happened. So let's go to the raw data. Look at them. Can you see? Can you see their names? Do you see how the automation works? Now, see what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
If I come to clean data, you will also see them here. Now I'm going to delete Ayobami, and I'm going to come back here, then go to the dashboard. You see what will happen. Come to the raw data, because please, anyone that is going to be inputting the data, use between 1,000 and 2,000, okay? So I will delete this guy. This, click on delete. It's deleted, yeah. All right. So I will come to, I don't need to do anything here. I'll come to clean data, and I'll click on refresh. Can you see automatically it's removed? If I go to my dashboard, you see, Ayobami was here. His contribution made a lot of things here. So I'll click on refresh. Can you see? The data were only collected from where? From the form. So which means as a manager or as whatsoever, I don't need to do anything. All I need to do is just to concentrate on the dashboard. So from the application, they are inputting the value, which is the form. Okay. And if the form is not required, I have some test data here. If I add this test data, I can add this test data, add it to the raw value. If I add it to the raw value, let me add it to the raw value. Let me just add one. Insert copy. Okay. I inserted, I didn't put name. So if I click on refresh, I come to dashboard, I click on refresh. Can you see? You only need to refresh. Now, I can actually automate the refresh, but I don't want to make it complex because I want us to replicate this thing. I don't want to make it complex. I can make use of this refresh. I only need to click on this refresh. I'll be using VBA if I want to do that. I'll just click on this refresh and you have everything. Does it make sense?
Absolutely. Yes.
If it's making sense, please use the thumbs up, please. Use the thumbs up. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. All right. So this is what we actually want to do. But before we do it, you need to understand what you are doing. And not only understand it, you need to know how you can replicate it in your environment. I used to tell our students, you don't need to wait until you get a data analysis role before you start using these tools. At least I have some of our students, one of them was working as a planner. Immediately he finished this course, man, his work changed. He came to give the testimony. I also have one of our students too. Was a lady. After attending our training, she came back to me and told me that she was unhappy. I said, why are you unhappy? She said, there's this that they changed our job role. So this particular position, the guy that was doing this role before used to do extra time. The guy will come during weekend and we not finish the work. But when this lady assumed that role and she started using all of these tools that she learned during her training, she finished her job and even closed before closing hour. So she now told me that people were looking at her as if she's not serious, that she's closing early and she was able to finish her job. Do you believe after 1 week, she came back to me and said they gave her an award? People are actually watching. They might not tell you. They are watching. They say, okay, wow, the person that were doing this thing before used to use extra time, come on weekend. And you know when you come on weekend, you get extra money. You are incurring more money for the company. No matter you are wasting your time, that is hard work. You are wasting the company resources. But this person assumed this role and she was able to do everything at the little time and even finishing time. So those are the things that you need to learn. You need to learn automation. And don't forget, for our batch 11 students, we are going to add AI into this. That will allow you to even do more automation. Because, my brother, my sister, AI is taking people's job now. Yeah, if you did not stand well, if you did not upgrade yourself, whatever, there's nothing you are doing that AI cannot do. There's nothing you are doing. Well, I don't think AI can do HSC work. Is that correct? Can AI do HSC work?
No.
AI.
It's not possible. It's not possible.
It's not possible. No. So don't let me say there's nothing. Well, do you know that they're actually doing I watched a video yesterday that they're actually doing that's actually a robot.
The
So what they
Bluetooth
do
device is
that
ready to pair.
you use your camera
The Bluetooth
to
device
capture
is connected
everything you are doing.
successfully.
For instance, those people that bake, they put their camera in their head, everything that they are doing, the camera is capturing, it's recording the video. So that video, they can actually translate it into a robot. So robot can actually do those jobs. So even as an HSC, we need to upgrade. I mean, you need the way you present your reports. Okay. I mean, as an HSC, you present reports at whichever way, everybody works with reports. And when you're working with reports, you work with data. When you work with data, that's when you can give the accurate reports. Accurate reports. All right. So let me remove this thing that I added. So let us do the demonstration. I have how many things that you had? Let me delete all of this guy. Let's do the demonstration. Then we'll start the what's that time? Okay. Then we'll start. So I remove everything I added, come to data, refresh. Then I come to my dashboard, refresh. Okay, refresh my dashboard. So this is what we have on the dashboard. We understand this. So I want everybody to contribute now. Okay. So please, when you are, don't forget the value. Don't let the other value. This is the other value. You can do from 1,000 to 4,000 is okay. Don't do 1 million also. That which is the net sales rather under the net sales. All of this can be automated, but that's not what we want to do today. We can actually generate all of this from the discount, from the total sales, from the unit. You know, you only need to put the unit sold and unit price and discount. All of this can be generated, but that is not what we are here to learn. We want to learn the automation part. Okay, we want to learn the automation part that when you what we have done now, the data collection stage, data preparation stage, we are going to demonstrate it. Okay, data preparation, data cleaning, data modeling, and visualization. We are going to do all of that now. So please, let us collect our data. Please, if you can scan with your phone and use the link. Can I put the link? Can I put the link on YouTube? Let me see if I can put the link on YouTube so that our YouTube guys can also contribute. Copy. All right, I'm also going to put the registration link so that I can see some people's comments from YouTube that they want to register. So I'm going to put the link so that at least you can also, Mr. Lawrence, please, you can put the link if you're there. You can put the link on the message, the link for the registration. All right, please, are we collecting our data? Please, data collection, please. This is data collection link. Yeah, have it here. No. Mr. Lawrence, please, if you can put it, the data collection link, if you can put it on the YouTube as well. We are connected, or anyone can do it. All right, are we doing it, please? Are we doing it? How many people are doing it? Please use your thumbs up. If you are putting the data, use your thumbs up, please. Great. Darasimi, thank you. More. I'm waiting. Okay, I can know how many people have done that. Let me check from here, from my dashboard. So I come to the clean data. I click on refresh. I come to my dashboard. I click on refresh. Let's see how many people. No one. What's going on? Okay, maybe there's a delay. Let's see. Refresh. Let's see. Hello, are we doing it, please? Please use the chat and tell me yes or no. Okay, let's check. If you have any few, then we can actually start this. Not yet. I'm expecting more. Hello, are we still there? Please respond if you are there.
Please, can you send I need this thing again too.
The link.
I need the link here.
Okay, it's on the chat now. Okay, so let's check who has done that. Has anyone done it? Okay, I can also click it myself and do it. Data collection. There's a link. So you see how it works as well. I'll put up my browser. Let's do it together. This is the form. Okay, put the name. Okay, order ID ORD1234. Choose date, please. The date must be between 2024. Hey, I don't know if I mentioned it, or maybe that's why we are not seeing some of, we are working on 2024 data. So the date must be in 2024. Choose within 20. Yeah, I put it there. Choose within 2024. So any date, just pick any date. Sales rep, which one did I like among them? Okay, this one is, they start with A. Let me pick it. Region, West. Electronics, scanner, just pick anything. So unit sold, just put anything, yeah. Unit price. So let me put too much. So 5% or 4%. So this one, let me put 2,000. 2,000. Yeah, just put anything. Just put anything. Just put anything. You don't need to be accurate, okay? And click on submit. Okay, I can submit more form. Can click on submit more form. So let's check our work now. Raw. Yeah, I can see some people. Yeah, makes sense. Automatically, can you see? I can see Lawrence. I can see Kenny. I can see Solutions. Zico, what we did now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So I click on clean data. Just click on. Can you see them? So Oladipo, well done. I can see. So if I come to my dashboard and I click on refresh, can you see all of them? You're able to see your name. You're able to see everything. You're able to see everything. So this is what we actually want to do now. So, but we have limited time, so let's quickly kickstart that. So thank you everyone for, I believe we're able to understand this. So we start now. So as I said earlier, if you're able to replicate the same thing, we are going to be giving you some discounts for training. Our goal is that at the end of this class, you are able to do all of this. So this is what we are going to be doing now. We are going to be creating this pivot table. I'm going to show us how to do all of this, okay? So I will open a new Excel. There's one Excel I want to, the one I want to provide for this training. I want to provide as a raw file. So I'm going to start working from the raw file. Oh, makes sense. I got it. Okay, good. So this is the raw file. This is the raw file. You can see the dashboard is not here. Nothing is here. So let me delete all of this data that is here. This is the raw file. So please, I want us to listen attentively now. And if there's any place you want me to repeat, please call me back. And I'll be glad to do it. So this is the data. So, I mean, this data is actually clean. In most cases, the data might not be clean. Okay, but we are going to teach you the clean from all the workflow of cleaning data using different tools. We are going to teach you that. So the first thing is that I want to import this data to Power Query to clean it. Okay, to clean it. And whatever you want to do, once you take it to Power Query, then the automation I talk about, that whenever you have a new data, you just need to refresh. It's going to apply all the steps that you have appended on Power Query to it. So to do that, this is a table. Is it a table? Yeah, this is a table. Okay, this is a table. You can make it a table, but this is already a table. So we come to data, this data ribbon, and you click on from table. So I mean, ETL, extract, transform, and load. That is what we want to do now. We want to extract the data, then we transform it and load it. So loading it is to the target value, which is the clean data. So we are extracting it now. And you can actually extract from different data sources. Okay, we have a lot of connections here. Okay, we have from database, from Azure, from Fabrics, okay, from Excel, from CSV. Okay, so we have all of them here. But in our case, this is a table. So we are going to be extracting from table. So you can see when you come to data ribbon, then we say get and transform data. So under this place, we're able to see that. So I click from table. So once I click from table, it recognizes this table. Okay, so I said, okay, my table has header. So I click on OK. All right. So yeah, I'm supposed to highlight it. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. Discard. So let me highlight the table. When I click on data, from data, so let me highlight the table. So there's also a shortcut for this. I mean, you can have many rows. A shortcut to do all of this. So you just put your hand on shift and shift down. It's going to highlight everything. You have thousands of rows, it's going to do that. Please, Jude, you have a question. Please put up, you can unmute your mic and talk. Jude.
Yes. I think thank you so far. But is there any way you will provide this raw file for everybody so that as you're doing, at least because once you practice, you learn more. Or when we register for the official classes, then we'll get all these ones.
Yeah, thank you for the question. We are going to provide it, okay? We are going to provide it after the class. We are going to provide it. We are going to provide it. It's free class, free training. We actually want you to do this. That's why you join, okay? We want you to be able to do it by yourself. So when you join our training, then you learn more. You learn more. So I'll provide it. All right. So I this is highlighted, or the table is highlighted. So I come back to from table orange. Yeah, from table orange. Great. So from table orange, so we have this. So from here, this is where the work starts. You can do a lot of things here. You can do, this is the topic on its own, Power Query. Now, good thing about it is that Power Query, the same thing that we have here in Excel is what we have on Power BI. So which means if you know how to use it here, when you get to Power BI, it's just the same thing. This Microsoft product, the same thing that you have here. So this is where we start checking our data exploration. I want to check, okay, this is my data set now. Is the data clean? Okay, do I have any column that I need to remove? I mean, before when I was preparing for this, I was even thinking of teaching you only this because it is very interesting. It's very interesting. Do you know some cases that's happened to me? When you download the data set, you have hundreds of columns. Now, this is columns. You have hundreds of columns, but out of this hundred of columns, you only need 5. You know what we used to do? I have to be going through each of them and click on delete. Each of these. Who has done that before? Who used to do that? Please, I want us to contribute, please. Who used to do that? That when you have a table like this, I mean, you have an Excel file like this, that have a lot of columns, but you don't need everything. You only need a little bit. So you need to be deleting one. Thank you so much, Adeyeye. Any other person in that category, Modupe, thank you. That is what we do before. We have to do all of this. But with this, it's very simple. You know, all I need to do, assuming this is thousands of columns, all I need to do is to come here, choose column. It's going to give me the list of all the columns that I have. All I need to do is just uncheck all of them and select the only ones I need. Now, we are going to digress. Let me teach you this a little bit because I know it's going to work even in your current work. It's going to work for you. Now, let's say I only need sales rep and region, and that's all. Then I click OK. See what we have. Can you see? So which means if I have hundreds of columns, all I need to do is to come to choose column and select only that one. Now, the good thing about this, yes.
Hello, Mr. Aziz. Can you go back to how you select those columns? I'm very interested because I used to face this issue.
Sense. Makes sense, I know. Visit, choose column. Now, good. I will go back. Now, the good thing about Power Query is that every applied step, you have the history here. Now, I want to do it again. This is the history. I will delete this. It will take me back here. Okay, now this is my Excel. Now, the reason why I want to stress this is that now I told you, I gave us one example the other time that when you are preparing a report, this report, you prepare it every week. I told you only need to prepare this report once. So in your case now, you have this report. And to design this report, you have 100 of columns, but you don't need the 100, you only need 2. Remember, I told you only need to do it once. That is what we want to do. So which means, if I'm able to achieve this, select the 2 rows, the 2 columns rather. The next time I want to work on this same report, I don't need to come here again. I only need to put the data in a folder and click on refresh. And at the output, I will only get the 2 columns. Does it make sense? There is no response. Why? Does it make sense?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Good, good. Thank you so much. Please interact. All right. So I want to do it again. So you come to choose column. You see everything is selected. I unselect everything and I select what I want. And I click on OK. So I'm only left with 2 columns. And you see the apply step. If I want to do any other thing to this, a lot of things you can do here that we are going to I told you a full topic is on Power Query. We are going to teach you how to merge. I told us one example the other time about my work that I have a server inventory, which is the original inventory, and I have another one. When I download it, it will have increased. I have more, but at the end, I only want the additional, the incremental. But I don't want to. I mean, how do I do that? Will I be using VLOOKUP? I have the original list that have hundreds of servers, thousands of servers, 1,000 servers. Now I have new lists that have 1,005 servers. How do I identify the additional data? How do I identify the additional data? So that I can extract only the additional records and make use of it. I can use this. What do I need to do? I need to come here and use merge. This is where your inner join comes in, which we are going to teach our students in SQL. We have inner join, we have right join, we have left join, we have outer join. These are the things you use here. If I click on it, you see how it works. So which means if I'm able to do that, and if I click on this, create new query, it's going to be asking for the second table. Okay, so these are the type of join. You can see. So look at what I use. Rows only in first. We are going to explain this this is actually in SQL. When we explain this in SQL, it's going to be very easy for you to understand it here. Okay, so left until rows only in first, right until rows only in second, inner only matching row. So which means the output we have this. So which means the next time I want to do the same thing, I only need to put 2 tables, two records into the repository. Once I put 2 records in the repository and I click on refresh, the output will be what I want. So people put up their hand, please. You have the floor. Modupe and Timmy. Modupe. Yes. Modupe, are you there? Yeah, Emmanuel, you can go ahead. If Modupe is not time.
Okay, so does that imply? Thank you, Mr. Aziz. Does that imply that when you have a lot of data in different columns, and you want to make a specific use of maybe you are given you are asked to you want to make use of a specific
columns?
I don't know how to place it.
Columns.
Columns. Does it mean that you are going to the other ones when you are selecting it? Does it mean you are hiding others to use them in subsequent time? Like you said, if you have like 100 columns, and maybe you have given an information, you came into an organization, you are fed with a lot of information, and when you open up and you saw a lot of columns and a lot of data are there, you are confused. You want to select the one that is required that you need. So what you're saying is that if you want to get specific ones you need, you just need to select them and hide others. Does that mean
I understand your question? Let me come in.
Huh?
I understand your question.
Thank
you so much for that.
You are deleting them.
Yeah, I understand where you are going. Thank you so much for that. Now, when we are working with these tools, remember I told us ETL, extract, transform, and load. When you extract the data, we are extracting it into the system memory. The original data set is there. So whatever I'm doing here does not affect the original data set. Now that I'm removing, even if I delete any record here, if you go to the original data set, it's there. Remember, this is the middle. We are transforming it. We are going to load it. So whatever we are loading is the output. So now we are expecting that we are going to be having two data, the raw data and the output data. So the raw data is there, it's not deleted. So everything is done in the memory. Yeah, I believe I've answered your question. So this thing, there's a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's a lot we are going to teach you with Power Query. A lot, because we use it a lot. We use it in Excel. We teach you in Power BI. And Power BI, we do a lot. I mean, we are Microsoft certified. So the main reason why Microsoft certified is on this Power BI. So we are going to teach you better. So a lot of things you can do here. So let me print this because that's not what we actually want to do. I will delete that step. So a lot of things you can do, which we are going to teach you, but because of our time, we are going to proceed. So if I go to view, you see your data distribution. How is your data distributed? How many? You can easily know. For instance, in this column now I'm able to know that there are three distinct values here. And I want to know what are the distinct values. Okay, in a particular data set you are working on, which is gender. In that gender, we only have female and male. I don't know if you have third one. We have female and male. Why some people are entering the data, some people put F. Why some people write full female. So when you have your data here, you are doing exploratory data analysis. I'm able to see here in the gender column, I saw three distinct. I'll be surprised. Three distinct. How? As how? I should be expecting two. So what is the three? So I can come here and I click on column profile. The column profile will give me more information about. Can you see now? From the column profile, I'm able to see that value distribution. That I have office supply, I have home appliance, and I have electronics, and I'm able to see their distribution. That office supply and home appliances appear more than electronics. You see, if this is thousands of records, this is the way I'm going to see it. You see, that Excel is interesting. All right. So I don't want to go here. I mean, because of our time, we have limited time and we still have a lot of things to do. So let's just check about our data cleaning. So let's check. What do we check when we want to do data cleaning? We check the data type. Okay. I told you that when we are working in a well-structured project, you might need to work on more than one tables. I mean,
hello?
I'm
Jude? Mr. Aziz. Yeah,
yes.
Actually, I have a mini table that I'm just trying to use to follow up with what you're saying, what you are doing.
Okay.
And I got to this screen you have, but I'm not able to locate this column distribution in my Excel. I don't know.
You become to view, but you have to be on Power Query Editor.
I'm actually on view. This is a Power Query Editor. I'm on view. I'm seeing monospaced, show white space, go to column, all those ones. So I'm not able to find this.
Don't worry. After the section, you can reach out to me. We check it.
No problem.
Okay, because of the time. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. Everything is there. Maybe you need to upgrade your Excel. So this query dependency, everything we are going to teach you. Okay, everything. So, someone is on mute. Please mute yourself if you are not talking. All right. So we have this. I think it's Sunday. Makes sense. So we have this. So as I was talking about the data cleaning. So we check the data type. So let's check the data type if they are correct here. So this is order ID. This is date is correct. Sales is correct. All of these are actually correct. Okay. They are all correct. So what do we need to clean? Do we need to remove anything? We don't need to do anything. Okay. All right. Because it's a simple project. Our students know, we give them complex data, dirty data, and they're able to clean it. For us, if you can ask any of our students, the 3 months, it is not bread and butter. They know the work. Is there any one of them here? Is there any one of them in batch 10 that you are facing a lot of? All right. Okay, let us continue. Okay, so the next thing now is that we have transformed our data. Let's assume we have transformed it. We have removed the columns we want to remove. We have made a lot of adjustments, split column. For instance, this particular column, I want to, the surname and the first name, I want to split it so that, I want to put them in different columns and make use of this split. You come to this split, there are more options here. You can split by position, split by delimiter, split by uppercase, replace value. a lot of things you can do here. A lot of things. Is it append queries? A lot of things you can do. So after you are done with the data cleaning, the next thing is to load this edge. Close and load. I click on close and load. So now we have our raw data. Now this is the output. So you can see I have a new table here. So assuming I've deleted a lot of things, it is the output I'm going to get here. So I'm going to rename this place as clean data. Okay, clean data. So I have my clean data. I have my raw data. Now let us give an example. So look at this example of what I told us about when you had something. So I want to add something here. I want to add a record here. So currently on the clean data, how many records do we have? We have 201 record. I want to add one more additional record from the raw data. And let's see if it's going. If we click on refresh, I wish I can demonstrate this thing to you because of our time. I want to show you that, I mean, you might not see it clearly because we did not do much of data cleaning. Okay, assuming I remove some of the columns, I will refresh and you will see how it's going to appear here, just for you to show you how it works. This is data automation. Okay, so I come to raw data. I want to add a new value. I click here, Control V, Control Z. Let me see. It must be part of the table. So let me put it here. Insert here. Let me create a new column here. Okay, makes sense. So I want to add this record here. Okay, so I will change this to 1. Then this David, all of these are there. Let me change this amount to 5,000. And this name, let me put a name here. Solution. Okay. Okay. This is raw data. Now let's come to clean data. So clean data is not there. Just click on refresh. Data, refresh. Can you see? Can you see it? Please, I want your response. Thank you, Adeyeye. Thank you. Only some set of people are responding. What happened to others? Are you not following?
They do.
Thank you, Modupe.
Yes.
How many people are following? Please, if you are following me, please use your thumbs up, please. Or you just put up your system and you are sleeping. Thank you, Ayobami. John, where are you? Adenike, Oladotun, Omolola. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so you see how it works. Okay, so our work is absorbed. The next thing now is that we want to create pivot table so that we can create our dashboard. All right, so before we create our dashboard, we call something wireframe. Okay, so to be able to create an effective dashboard, you need to have a wireframe. What is wireframe? Wireframe is a blueprint of the dashboard you want to design. Blueprint that shows the place order where you place your things. This is also another topic that we teach our students. We teach our students how to create wireframe. So the wireframe we are going to be using for this training is so I'm going to provide it as part of the requirement. I mean, because I'm not going to cover it here. We can cover it, but because we have limited time, we are not going to cover it. So I'm going to provide it for you to make it easy for you, for those that want to replicate this same thing. So I'm going to provide the wireframe. Seconds. I'm looking for where I have it. See my wireframe. Okay, I can't find it here, so I will take you to where I actually did the wireframe. The wireframe was done on where do we used to do it? Figma, yeah, Figma. So we are going to be teaching you, as part of what we are going to teach you, how to create wireframe through Figma. So I'm going to download it through this place, and you can see I've done a lot of wireframe work here. All right, where are my wireframe? This is data automation with Excel. Okay, so these are some wireframe. You can see this is a wireframe. It's just a placeholder. Okay. So we are going to teach you how to do this. So this is the wireframe that we are going to use. Can you see? How to download all of this icon we are going to teach you. This is simple. You can do it in 5 minutes. Okay? Well, we teach you how to do it. All of this, we brought all of these, we put all of them one after the other. All of these, we put them one after the other. Okay, so I'll click this and download. Export. All right, so it is downloaded now. So I'll create another column here. I'll call this my dashboard. My dashboard. So this is where I want to put my dashboard. So first thing I want to do is that I want to make I want to remove all of this line here. So I highlight everything. I come to view the grid line and I uncheck grid line. See, everything will be white. Okay, now I can bring in my wireframe. So to bring in my wireframe, I come to insert, picture. There are two options, picture in cell, picture over cell. So it is picture over cell. Then this device. Don't worry, the video is recorded and the recording is going to be provided to you. So if you a little bit fast, you can actually catch up through that. So I click on this and I click on this. So I have my wireframe. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing now is to be putting the value inside it one after the other. All right. Please, if you have any question, feel free to ask. All right. So we have our clean data here. So this clean data now, we need to now put it in Power Pivot, a pivot table, and use it to bring whatever we need to bring. So let's do that. So to transform this to pivot table, I click on the table. There's a table name already, and I click on insert, and I click on pivot table. So let me click on insert, the first one here, pivot table. It's asking me, do I want to put it? Yeah, I want to put it in a new worksheet. This is the table name. That's the table name, and I click on OK. All right, so we are going to be doing it one after the other. The good thing is that if you're able to understand how we did one, then you just replicate it for others. Okay, so we are going to start from, this is the dashboard. Let's start from the monthly net sales trend, like that. Then we'll now come back to this one. So I come to my, it's on clean, shit. So let's call it pivot table. Pivot table. All right, so this is my pivot table. As I said earlier, this same thing we are doing here, if we are doing Power BI, is the same thing we are going to do. That's the reason we teach our students Excel. So when we get to Power BI, it is easy for them to understand it because this is actually more difficult than Power BI. So if you're able to follow this class, this section, and you're able to replicate this, it means you are a pro. Okay? All right. So we have all of this value. So because we are working with only one table, so we can say this is from one table. If we have more than one table, we would have done modeling, create a relationship, and we'll be able to choose value from different tables. Now, do you know the good thing about the modeling? Let me just put that in. The beautiful thing about it is that now, in a company, in a proper company, there are different departments in the company. For instance, HR department, and we have account department, which is a finance department. HR department, they manages staff record. So they only have staff information. They have employee ID, employee name, employee email, contact address, home address. However, the finance department, they manage employee payroll. So in finance department, in the record they have the employee ID and they have employee salary. Okay, now at the end, the management, they want to have the list of employees and their salary. Maybe they want to know how many employees, they want to categorize the employee according to their salary. Okay, which one are part of the high net individual or high salary employee, or which one is low salary employee, or they want to give color. I'm working in a company that they said at the end of the year they want to give cola. So this cola now, they now prioritize the employee that are earning below a particular amount. Now, how do you think they are going to get this record? Because this record are being managed by different departments. One is, the employee information is managed by the HR, where the finance is managing the payroll. How do you do this? This is where data modeling comes in. This is where they create relationship using the employee ID to connect the two tables. After connecting the two tables, then I cannot come here and pick employee name from employee table and also pick employee salary from the second table, which is the payroll table. And I'm able to model it and I'm able to display it. And you're able to see that, okay, this employee is earning this amount. That is data modeling. But because of our time, we are unable to do that in this training. So, well, if you join our training, I mean, you are going to understand all of that. All right. Remember what we want to do now on the dashboard is monthly net sales trend. Okay. So I come to pivot table, monthly net sales. Monthly net sales. So per month, total sales per month. So now we make use of these 4 boxes. This is filter, this is columns, this is rows, and this is value. Excuse me. So mostly we make use of these rows and value. Value is the calculated value, while rows is like the category. Okay, for in our case now, monthly. Let me check this month. I want to check this month. Let me see how this month is represented. I think I did a little bit. Is there any modeling here? I try to avoid modeling. Yeah, I think I avoid it. Because one of the things, what I can do, which I told my student, I avoid it, which I told my student that in every data analysis, in every data analysis project, make sure you use your calendar table. Use your date table. I mean, if I want to do this thing properly, even if it is one table, I will also create a calendar table. Do you know why? Good. Let me show you something. But because I want to make it simple, that I didn't do it here. Now, when you show total sales, you show total sales. There is something called month-on-month sales or year-on-year. Now, if Qatar Energy says that in 2026, our total profit is 20 million Qatar riyal, for you, it might make sense. But for an investor or for the company owner, it might not make sense. Do you ask me why? Because when you tell me that Qatar Energy profit in 2025 is 20 million, I want to compare it to 2024. What if they made 40 million in 2024 and now you are declaring 20 million? They made 40 million in 2024 and in 2025 you are declaring 20 million. Is that a profit? From a business mindset. That's not. So you want to be able to see on the same dashboard to see compared to previous month, what is the growth rate? What is the growth rate? Year-on-year growth. Month-on-month growth. You show me that this month, this is the total amount. What is the total profit last month? We can only be able to do that if we have our date table, which is DAX formula, using DAX formula. But because of this class is elementary, we did not include that. But if you join our training, we'll be able to teach you that. Sorry, I'm mentioning if you join our training. I wish to do more, but we have limited time. I mean, our training is 3 months, and for that 3 months, even we used to beg for extra class because it is well packed with a lot of resources and learning. Is it making sense so far? Making sense? How many people are following? Please use your thumbs up. Thank you, Benga. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Adeyeye. Thank you so much. All right. For our people in YouTube, thank you so much. We can see you too. Thank you for your comments. All right. So we go ahead. So now remember, what do we want to do? We want to find the month and the distribution of sales per month. So I put the month. You can click or drag it here. Let me click month. Can you see? As I click on month, you can see the list of months, January, February, March, and everything. So then total sale, which is the net sale. Net sales. I click on net sales, automatically comes here because it knows that this is a value. So we're able to see in one shot that, okay, in January, this is the total amount. In February, this is the total amount. Can you see? Making use of our pivot table. However, we want to make it more presentable by representing it in a chart. Okay, so as a result, we need to change this to a line graph. How do we do that? So we are going to be doing it one by one to make it interesting, and we'll be fixing it. How do we do that? So I click on this, and I click on insert again, insert, and I click on recommended charts. You see the recommended chart, but whenever you are working with time series, it's better to use a line chart. Okay, so I click on line chart. I have this, and I click on OK. Okay, actually, here I use a combo chart just to make it more beautiful. You can see the way it looks, but if you check in our what we have here, you see, I use a combo chart. It's just the same thing, just to make it more fine. Okay, nothing different. So I use a combination of line chart and an area graph. Okay, just to so we can actually do the same thing here. So instead of that, I delete this. So how do we do that? How do we accomplish that? It means I need to, because it's area graph, the same thing. I need to replicate the same thing. So to do that, I will just copy this, paste. Then whatever I have here, copy, I put it here. So this is the second sales. The same thing, sales. Why? Because I just want to add this FPC. You know, I mean, when you're working on a dashboard, one of the things you also need to do is to make sure that your dashboard is attractive. The first impression lasts longer. Once the viewer see that it is attractive, they want to check the details. But if you are the one that you use 7 type of colors, you know, in one dashboard you use different color, the color combination is worst. You know, most of our students, when they design their first dashboard, come and see different color combination. Say, wow, so I can use color like this. But as we go on, we teach them how to combine color. Okay, we talk to them about the color math, color, what do you call it? All right, let us continue. So I want to confirm that this is not just a value, because as this is getting increased, remember, if I add any value here on the clean data, it's going to affect here, because this table is actually getting its feed from here. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is reporting to this. But with what we have, you see that it's not reporting. This is just a value. So to do that, I can use equal to. So I can delete this guy. No. Okay. I think it's reporting to it. Oh. Is it reporting to it? We cannot change this part of the pivot table. Okay, so let's see. Let me use this. Yeah, this is what I want to do. Okay, so maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy as, I will Control Z, remove everything. So I'm going to paste as value. Okay, paste as value. To paste as value, you come to paste and you click on paste as value. Okay, so remember, I actually want this guy to be getting his information from here. If this place changes, this should be changed. So I use equal to this. So I reference it directly. Once that is done, I can replicate it down here. Okay, so this is this. This is equal to this as well. This is equal to this. Now, when I try to replicate it, let's see what happened, why it didn't allow me to do that. Do you know the reason why it didn't allow me to do that? Assuming you are our student, I will just tell you it's a bonus. The reason is because of this guy, locking. It's one of the things Mr. Lawrence is going to teach you when you join us. Locking. That column is locked. So anything you put there is going to be referencing that same one. Control Z. Let me just so if it is locked, it means only A3. Here should be A4. I mean, here should be B5 rather. So A3, why is A3? Why is it showing A3? This is A3. Okay, let me just go like this. You don't have time for this. So I'm just equal to. So if we check it, that is because of the whatsoever and this is actually coming from pivot table. All right, we have this. So I'm going to copy the same thing here. I don't need the grand total, it's not needed. Copy the same thing, and copy it here. Makes sense. So here now, I can highlight this and click on insert. Then I come to recommended charts. So all charts, I need combo chart. Okay, combo chart. I want to put the two together. So my first chart should be line. Okay, line is selected. Then the second one should be area. Makes sense. Can you see that we are able to get what we need? This area. And I click OK. Good. I have this. We are going to do a lot of, so let's wait. We are going to do a lot of formatting to this visual. Remember I told you that once you're able to get how we did one, then it will be easy to get others. I mean, if I'm actually working on this project myself, this January, February, March, instead of having it in full, I will reduce it to 3-letter words. Okay, you can easily do that in Power Query. Okay, I think I was supposed to do it self. It's simple. All you need to do is extract. Our time is up. If I want to go back to Power Query, I can always go back to Power Query from here. I can go back to Power Query. Okay, I mean, as additional. For instance, I want to do additional thing here. I come here, right click. I click on edit. So I come back to Power Query. Okay, so now I told us about I want to reduce the length of this guy, length of this, instead of having January. I mean, whenever anybody sees JAN, they know it's January. So but on my dashboard, I want it to be, I mean, to make it more presentable. If it is too long, it's going to maybe distort or whatever. Just additional things you put on the cake. So I want to extract only the first 3 letters. This is just so to teach you how to make use of this. So just click on this and you click on add column because it's going to be an additional column. Add column, then you come to extract. Okay, you see there are several options here. Extract how many? Is it by length? Is it by first character? So extract by length. So it's asking me, how many length do you want? What is it? Extract by length. Oh, by default, pick a length, but I don't know. I will remove this. So come here, extract by first character, last character, range, text before the limiter by length. No, by length. Is using these I don't want the total, I don't want this length. Okay, let me remove this, please. Click on this. Okay, range. Start index, number of character. Okay, number of character, I only want 3. Index of the first. Let me see if this will work for me. It's asking me for the start index. This will only affect 1. There are many ways you can do this, okay? I told our student we taught them about column by example, okay? I believe this is column by example. Let me see if this will work. Column by example. There are many ways you can do one things. So we use column by example. Can you see? So I can pick from the example now. I can type what I want in the example. So I'll say Jan. Let me use capital letter Jan, and I click OK. Can you see? By example, but this is give me what I want. This is not what I want. I only want to extract the three letter. Yeah, this should come this by length. Okay, let's go back to what we are doing. I don't want this to distort us, but if we use by length, it should work. All right, so to go back, I think I can easily close. All right, so we are here. Pivot table. So let's just quickly clean this. Okay, remember we want to put it on the dashboard, and on the dashboard, we don't need the background, we don't need a lot of things. All right, so I come here, so I click on this. Whenever you want to work on any object, you click on it. So as I click on it, I come to format here, or you right click and click on format chart area. Okay, so you can see a lot of things are here that you need to do. Okay, so before I come here, let me remove all of the things I don't need. So I click on this guy. So chart title, I don't need it. Grid line, I don't need it. Legend, I don't need legend. Axis, I need axis. Okay, this is fine. So here, let's come here. Fill, I don't need fill. Okay, fill is the background. I don't need it. But before removing the background, you remember, you see that we stick to a particular color code here. I stick to a particular color code. So these are the things we teach our students. You can see, if you see that there's no color riot here. Okay, there's no color riot. We stick to a particular color code. So if I check the color code, I can actually get the actual, for every color there is an hexadecimal value. There's a value for it. So when you are working, you don't just pick color. You don't say because this is red, I pick red. For instance, you are working with Coca-Cola. You need to, whenever you are designing a dashboard or anything for them, you need to use their color style, color theme. So because Coca-Cola is red, you now pick red. Do you know we have different type of red? Okay, so there are some tools that we give our students to pick the exact color number. And once they pick the color number, they're able to replicate what they need to replicate. So we have the color number for all of this. We use the same color number for all of these guys. But let me just continue, okay? So the background, we remove the background. But before removing the background, the color. So let's take this guy color. You can click on each of them. As I click, this is line. I click on line. You can see the line color. As I click on line, you see the format here. So the line color that we use, I think I'll just pick a color. If I want to put the color code, this is it. I will come to more color and I will put it here. Okay, let me see if I can pick from here. From here. From the other one. Pick the color. I don't know. Where is it? Let me click outside. Okay, because of this guy that is open here. From here. So to pick this color, I click on this. Then I will come to format, right click, format data series. You see line. You can see this is the color that was used. So more, this is the color number. Copy. So I think let me just have it here. Notepad. I'll put them in the notepad so that for subsequently, I can easily copy and paste those color. So I have that color. Okay, and I think that's the main color. So if I come back here, cancel. So if I come back here, if I click on this, I can easily come to the color here now. More color, and I replace this here. Control V, and I click on OK. Can you see the color changes automatically? Okay, if I want to change the color of this guy to this one, the second one, which is the other guy. So I click here. You can see this is the color. For this color, we actually have okay, I come to color. Then I think what I did here was I used transparent. Transparent, yeah, this is transparent. Let me use 50. If I check what I use on the other side, I'll be able to see it. Can you see the color? The way it's transparent. Not only transparent, you can also correct it here. I can actually use gradient fill instead of solid. Yeah, I think it was gradient fill I used. Yeah, this is it. So you can see, you can set all of these. So make sure you play around with all of these guys. Play around with it when you are doing yours. So I'll just leave it this way, okay? Because of our time. If I want to work on this font here, I can increase the font if I like, okay? I can reduce it, just click on it if I want to do the same thing here. Okay, so the next thing, let me remove this background. I click on this. I come to no fill. See, anything you are clicking on, the format will be here. So I click on no fill, and I click on no border. Can you see? It's as if it's standing on here space. Okay, so copy. I take it to my dashboard. Control V. Can you see? Then Control Z. Then you rearrange it. Once you have it here. Sorry. So you have to be careful when you click it. So then you reduce it to fit what you want, where you want it. Okay, so let me reduce this guy. I can always make it reduce. Extend. Okay, so we have this. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Please, your response.
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question.
Yes, please.
Why do you have to bring this format? Can't you just go ahead and design a different format than this one? You bring it down. You now want to fill in the pattern inside. Is it necessary?
Thank you so much. You're talking about the wireframe.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Now, the reason is when you use wireframe, it makes your design neat. if you do this without wireframe, it cannot. You are going to do a lot of work. Number one, the wireframe already have the border. You don't need to struggle yourself with it. Assuming I'm not using wireframe, I have to be struggling to make sure that the distance, the space between two charts are the same. I have to make the designing is going to stress you. Okay. So when you see a very beautiful design, there's a wireframe for it. Okay. And you can actually design wireframe on PowerPoint as well. Okay. You can do it on PowerPoint, you can do it on Figma, and it is simple to do. All right, thank you. All right, so this is done. So the next one, so you can always work on this, reduce it, and remember, if there's any changes in the input data, the dashboard is also going to be affected. So let's do the next one we want to do now is let us do net sales by region. Okay, so net sales by region. So this is done. I can delete this guy. Okay, so to do the next one, just copy and paste this. Same thing. So we want to do net sales by region. So I come back to where I pick the value, net sale by region. So net sale is already there. I remove month. So let me put region. Click region, is there. So I already have it here. Okay. So then this one, what did we use? What type of, I think we use a bar chart. Different between bar chart and column chart. We tell our students. So this is it. Okay. We use, this is a bar chart. So just click this and click on insert. The same thing. Click on recommended chart. So this is a bar chart. Yeah, bar chart. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
This very thing you're doing, I remember there was a time I tried to do something like this. I ran into the issue. Are you able to copy one pivot, then you're making another pivot, another information on the same sheet? You understand what I'm trying to ask, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I tried to do something like this before. When I want to do the second table, the same thing was replicating in both tables, so it gave me an issue.
Yeah, that's the strategy. All you need to do is to copy and paste. Copy the same one and paste it, then you can modify it. Yeah. All right, thank you. So the next one, this is the next one we want to do. Okay, so this is direct. I actually did some things in the other one, but let me see if you want me to do it. You can see, if you check very well, this is what we're working on now. There's another one under it. Can you see? There's another one. Most time you don't need it. But the reason why I put it just to add to the beauty. Anyone seeing this say, wow, this makes sense. Okay. So you might not put it. This is okay. But you can put another one. It's just simple. All right. So look at what we have now. So we need to do a lot of things here. Remove the background, resize everything. So let's start. So I click on this. I click on this. I remove the chart title. I remove grid line. I don't need legend. Okay. The ASICs, I don't need this ASICs. Okay. So I come out, I delete this ASICs. It doesn't make sense. Just click on it and click on delete. Deleted. Okay. All right. So we are still clicking on this. This sum of net, I don't need this. This region, I don't need it. To see that, come to design. I think is there. Pivot chart analysis. Click on this feed button. Uncheck it. Makes sense? Good. We're getting there. So the next thing is looking at this line. I don't need this line. So click on this. Click on this alone. When you click on this, then the format. Then you can go to the format. I click on this. Right click. Format chart area. So I click on this guy again. So I can do it. Since this is being selected, every property we have here is about this guy. So this line, I can click on no line. It has removed. No line. So if I want to increase the font, I can increase the font. So, all right. The next thing I want to do is I want to add data label since I already removed the X axis. So I click on this guy, right click, add label, add data label. Okay. I can decide I don't want it here. I want to put it inside. I can put it. I can change the color. Okay. Double click it, change the color here to white. I can increase, I can bold, I can do whatsoever. Okay, what else do I want to do? I want to increase the width of this guy. I want to increase it. To increase it, just click on this, then come to this place. This is gap width. Make it 50%. Enter. Can you see? Then I can, all of these guys, I can put them inside, put them inside, put them inside. Then make it white. I can actually make use of this format painter. So if I have another chart, I can just use the format painter. I think I'll use format painter instead of doing it again. Okay. So all of this, I can increase the font to make it big. Now, look at this. We have it. Remember what I told you, what I have in mind. Maybe I should just do it for one. Now, if you also see this, you can see this is four corner. In the one I did here, all of them are just additional things. You have done your work. This is not four corner. There's a curve there. How do we add the curve? You can add the curve. You can put the color. So this is where, so yeah, if I want to add the curve or whatsoever, what do I need to do? I will just go to insert shape. Then I make use of this curve. I have this curve. Okay. If I want to normalize the color, let's use the color that we used the other time. Why is that color? Why is the color code? I believe this is the same color. So let me change the color of this guy. I'll just work on this and I'm going to replicate this on all of them. So this, then I come to color, more color, then I add it here. I click on OK. We have this color. So here I don't want line. Remove the line. Okay. And you can see this is curve, unlike this. So all I need to do is just to click on this, copy, and come here, paste. Can you see? Everything changes. Is it more beautiful? These are just additional things you can do. And you can also do all of these on Power BI. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Please let me see your response. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. So should I add, because of our time, if I have another, I can come back. It's just simple to add the second thing. So I click on this and remove the background. So remove no fill, and I remove the line. So I have this, I can copy and go to my dashboard and paste. So I have this here, so I can copy. Oh no, so you have to be careful where you are moving it. You can actually use your arrow. So I have this. So you can reduce this font. Okay. You can always reduce it, do whatever, play around with it. Okay, this color that I'm seeing, is it the same thing with this color? I can change this color here. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing color? Did I miss something there? I'm afraid of that color. Did I pick? Because I don't want color riot. Yeah, teaching you not to use color riot. You should not use. Is it the same color?
No, must it be the same color?
Yeah, good. It depends. I mean, we are teaching. I mean, this is the best practice. When you are working on a project, you work on color palettes. In a color palette, you might not have more than maybe only 3 colors. The total color you have in your report will be 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, so if I have such, I want to make sure that this same color is what I have here. Look at this report. Is this beautiful? Is it beautiful?
Yeah, it look okay. It's okay.
Good. Why? Because the color actually work together. If I use red here and use green here, I mean, so that's the reason why you have to make sure that's why we use the color code so that you use the same color. So I don't think this color is the same thing as this color. Let me check this color. I can check. Just double click. Click outside. Click this line. I can check the color. This is the color here. I can pick the color code here. It's different. Color code here. Then I can come back to, remember we got that here. This one. Then put the color here. Okay. All right. So let me copy this and put it here again. We should put it on all of them. No problem. So this is what we take here. Let me see. Does it change here? Let me refresh. Does it change it here? Okay. Let me just put it. Yeah, it look more cooler. Is it true? Is that correct? looks more cooler with this color. All right. So the next thing is sales by category. This is a donut chart. Donut sales by category. The same thing we did. So I can actually delete this guy. Let me leave it. Sales by category. So just copy this, copy, and paste. So we have this. Then I come back to my whatsoever. So sales by category. The same sales. Just remove the region and put category. Uncheck region. Where's my category? Product category. That's it. So in this case now, I want to use the donut chart. I click on this, come to insert, click on recommended chart, then click on pie chart, and you click on donut chart. That's all. Okay. Do repetitive. Then we are also going to do the same thing to clean the data. Okay. So I click this. Uncheck chart title. We need legend. Also, we need to uncheck field button. We have this. Okay, this making sense. Then we need to work on the color. So we can actually pick the color. So let me quickly check this color. What color? The color number again. Color number. Copy. Let me put it here. Let me keep it here. So here, I can change the color. How do you change the color? Just click. See, I select one part of the donut chart. Click this. Then come to okay, the same thing. Filter. Format. The same format. Format. We come to this place. Then we change it here. The same thing. So if you're able to do it once, it will be easy to read. Now the color is changed to that. Now I need to change this other color too, but let me just leave them. Okay, so let us remove the background. Background, click on this, come to this place again, no fill and no border. So I can put this guy, I can change the allocation. Right click, change. How do I change the location? Come here, legend, yeah, legend. You see, this is the location, bottom. So I can now copy, take it to my dashboard, and paste it here. Oh, it's there. Okay, so I can use my keyboard arrow to move it if interested. So I move it. You can see the color look odd because we have not changed the other one's color. So you can always change it as well. They make it. So to me, look odd. To others, it might not look odd, but so we have this. See more things. If you check what we have here, I added more things here. Can you see? I added maximum category, electronics. Whenever it changes, this guy's dot changes as well. So look at the color. We can do all of that. Okay, but I just want us to reach a particular level because I know we have spent a lot of time. So let me bring the what's it called, the chart label, add label. Let me go back to the label again. Chart label. I want call out value. Ctrl Z. Right click, chart label, call out value. Where are the others? So I cannot always check this as well. Check the property. What do you want to call out? Is it only the percentage and everything? We can do all that here. So I think once you click here, we can get that here. Label option. Yeah, this is it. Only the percentage I want to see. Okay. Because I selected only this, that's why it brought only this guy. So if I select all of them, it should bring it for all of them. Call out value. Yeah, this one was selected as well. So we need to do the settings for this guy alone. Okay. So it's a little bit manual. If we do this on Power BI, it is, and I told us this is a little bit difficult for Power BI. But if you're able to follow this training and do this here, then you are good to go when you get to Power BI. Right click, call out value, then we click on this. Anything you want to work on, you select it. The same principle also on Power BI. Anything you want to work on, you select it. Okay. We have this. Okay, let's do the next. We are going to come back to it. So let's do the next. top sales rep. Top sales rep, the same thing. So let me delete this guy. I don't need this guy. Top sales rep. Just copy and paste. Let me paste it here. Then I bring in the value here. Top sales rep is also by the total sales amount. So I uncheck this. Then I put the sales rep. So can you see? We have the sales rep and the amount. So this one, we want it to be a column chart. Is it column chart or bar chart? Yeah, I think it's a column chart. Yeah. It's a bar chart. Bar chart. So click on this, go to insert, click on recommended chart. It's a bar chart, and you click OK. So this one now, I want to make use of this copy painter, format painter. I will use it here. Does it work? Yeah, it actually worked. I think it worked. Does it work? Does it work? What's the function of format painter? These are the things you use in Excel as well. But maybe there's a lot of format here. That's why it didn't work. Okay, boss, it's easy. So let me just delete this guy. Okay, it's easy to replicate the same thing. Okay, the same thing. Come here again. Uncheck all of this guy. Chart label, grid line, legend. We don't need this. Okay, the same thing. Click on this again. Come to pivot chart analysis. Uncheck this guy. Okay, then we need to delete this down part. Click on it. Delete. Okay, after that, so from here, I want to remove this line. Remember, I click here. I click. So everything is clickable. Clicking here, we go to format. So from the format, we come to the painting side. We remove no line. We don't want a line. We can reduce the font if we like. Okay. The next thing is that we want to make this guy thicker. I click on this. We come to the gap width. We make it 50%. Okay. The next thing is that I want to copy this guy and put it inside here. And that's all. Oh, we need to put the label. So click on this, right click, add label. Let's put it inside it. We have the label. Okay. So this is fine now. We can actually format the label as well. If you check what we have here, I think it is formatted. The label, can you see? We use a format whereby when it is 1,000, it comes in this way so that it's not going to just be long. So we can use those formats as well. Okay. How do we use it? We come to even here that we have it here. Here, you see it's general here. We change it to we use custom label. Then we add is one I have here. Where is it? Is this the here? It's not. I can copy it from the other side and put it here. So let me just copy it. Let me see if I can go there. Okay. Let me copy it from the other side. I think, should I provide you a complete work as well? Maybe I should provide you a complete work so that you can compare it. I think I will provide you so that if you need to copy maybe if I provide you a complete work and you submit the complete work, that is what you did. How do we trust you now? The trust issue? Hello. All right. Okay, so where were we? So I wanted to pick something here. Okay, so here, this. I can pick it from here as well. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it is from pivot table. So this guy, is it from pivot? It's not from pivot table. It is from here. You can pick it from, you can do it from pivot table as well. Then you can do it from here. From here, what I use. Okay, from here. I can get it from here. Custom. These are the value here. So I think the one I use now is this guy. So I can copy this. Copy. Then make use of it here. So here, I can make use of the custom. Let's copy, let's paste it. And you say, okay, does it affect it? Let me do this. Custom. Yeah, makes sense. Can you see? Can you see the effect? Automatically, we have it. We can do it for others as well. Just copy, then you come to custom, paste it. It's going to But this is okay, yeah, this is net sales as well. This is net sales as well. We can do it for this guy as well. Custom. Okay. So the total sales as well. We can do it. Custom. Okay. I think this is what we are using. This one. We use this guy. Custom. Okay. Do the same thing here. Custom. All right. So now let's quickly do this. Remove the background. No fill. No border. Then we pick this. We take it to the dashboard. Carry this guy. Then we adjust it to fit. If we are working on Power BI, this is the same thing that we are going to do. The way we are moving it, even on Power BI, we use what do we call it? Wireframe. Okay. So all of this guy, you can reduce it. Then you can now put all of this inside. You should be able to put all of them at the same time. To put all of this inside, you can change the font color to white instead of this guy. Okay. Let's just do it. So that if you want to submit your work to me, you will not say, no, you did not do it that way. You see that I did it. Okay. Is this still making sense? Or is it getting complex? I need your response, please. Is this still making sense? You can unmute yourself and talk now.
Absolutely, absolutely, it is.
Makes sense. Thank you. So I'm just click and drag. Yeah, I believe every one of us should be able to do this. Okay, you are getting there. Oh, makes sense. You are getting there. So units sold by product, the same thing. From here, I pick this guy as well. Copy, just put it anywhere. I can delete this guy. And at the end, when you are providing your report, you can hide this field. You can hide this. So nobody know where your report are coming from. They are just seeing the dashboard changing. Okay, so I click here. Unit sold by product. So I will remove this guy, remove this guy. So product name first, then unit sold. Unit sold by product. Now we have many products. So in this case, we use top 5. So you can actually edit it here. Value filter, top 5. And click OK. Let me do it again. Control Z. Now I was past there. Well, when you have an information like this, you don't present everything. I mean, whoever I want this report actually want to concentrate on the one that have the highest high value. Okay, so we use top. You can use top, or you use what's the opposite of top? Down. I mean the least value. Okay, so top 5. So top 5, to get the top 5, we click on this, just filter value filter. Then we use top 5. And I click OK. So top 5. So this is also a bar chart. So click on this, click on insert. So the same thing, remember the same thing will follow. A bar chart. Is it a bar chart? I think this is a bar chart as well. Yeah, bar chart. Yeah. And click on OK. The same thing. So here, uncheck the value label. Then click here. Uncheck all axes. No, don't uncheck axes. Uncheck chart title, grid line, legend. Okay. So we have this. So remember, this will remove the line. So come to filter. No line. Okay, that's done. Let's delete the down part. Delete. Then add label, data label. Add data label. We added the data label. We can put it in. Let me try the callout. Data label, Control Z. Data label. Oh, callout, Control Z. No, the normal one is fine. Just play around with all of them. Okay, put it inside then. But what do we do here? We can increase this font if we like. Then we can increase the width. The same thing will follow to 50%. 50%. Okay, then this, copy and paste this inside to change this. So we have this. So let's put these guys inside and change the color to white. I can actually select all of them and change the color at the time instead of doing it manually. Okay. I can use the painting to do that. Okay, put all of them then. Use your click when we put all of them as white. Yeah, makes sense. Then I can make it big. Okay, then I can make it bigger. So I click on this, remove the background, and remove this. So I can copy it. Copy, dashboard, paste. Okay, so this is done. Makes sense. We are getting there. All right, so let's work on the card. On the cards. So the cards now, we need the total sales, and this is also simple. Why do we do that? We come back to our pivot table again. I can delete this guy. So let me just copy the same thing. Copy, paste it in another place. Anywhere. Let me just paste it here. So then I come to the pivot element. So in this case, I'm not filtering with anything. So I need total sales, everything. I need net sales. What else do I need? I need net sales. I need total orders, average orders, total units sold. So total orders, where is the number of orders? Net sales, total orders. Total orders, yeah, I can use orders ID, just the count of orders. So I put order ID, we give me total orders, the 201. So we need to format this. This is not in currency, it's number. So average unit sold. So unit sold. So it's come as sum. So you can change it to average. So just come to this value feed, change it to average. And okay. Let me do that again. For the average unit sold, click on unit sold. We have it here. We click on this value feed. Instead of sum, average. So average unit sold. And one last one. What's the last one? The last one is total unit sold. Average order value and total unit sold. No. So this is average order value. Average order value. I think order value is I think it's the total sales. Is it total sales? I think total sales. Total sales. Let me get it from the other side. Average order value. Average order value is the so click this, click on this guy. Average, yeah, total sales, yes. Total sales. So if I click on this, total sales, then we'll find the average. Average, okay. Then units sold now. Total units sold, sum of the units sold. So we go to units sold, total units sold. Okay, makes sense. We're almost there. So this guy we need to remove. This is number. And this sum of units sold, the total units sold, average. Yeah, this is not number. Sum of units sold, total units sold. Total units sold. So it should not be money. So let's change it to number as well. Makes sense. All right, so we have this. We want to take this to the other side. They're like cards. So we need to put all the formatting that is required from here. Okay. Remember, I want to change this color to this. Let us change the color here. Let us give it the color here. Don't worry, we are almost done. In the next few minutes, we're going to be ramping up. So I want to change the color of this font. So I come here, more color, custom. I put a value here, and I click OK. Color I change now. I can increase the fonts, make them big, make them bold. Okay, so I want to reference them on the other side. So I need to create an alias for them. So as I click on this, I will change this as the name, an alias. So as I click on this place, so I will call this place total sales. Enter. So when I get to that side, I will reference this as total sales. It's going to bring this. So this is total orders. Order count of order. Count of orders. Enter. Average total sales. AVG sales. You can put any name. Enter. You can see from here. Please don't forget, because I mean, this is just one class. You might be a little bit confused and might be a little bit complex. It's because we did not teach you the background. So, but if you join our training, we are going to start from the elementary level. We encourage anyone that has not even used the system before. Okay, so we start from the elementary level. We introduce you to Excel, what is row and columns. We teach you all that before we get to this stage. So if you get confused, we are sorry about that. All right, so total units sold. So click total unit sold. All right, so I have all of this. So when I go to my dashboard, all I need to is to reference all of that. So to put total net sales, I will come to insert, then I will come to shape. I will use this one. Okay, so once you drop it here, okay, this here, I will come here and click equal to what I used to save it as an alias. Total, can you see them? Total sales. So total sales. Tab. It will come here automatically. Can you see? So I can actually format this guy. You can see, I can see some line here. So I can click on this and remove the line. See? No line. That's all. And I can increase it here. I can make it bigger and rearrange it. The same thing with this guy. Total orders, come to insert, come to shape, bring this guy, then come here, equal to total orders. What do I use to save it? Orders. What do I use to save it? Let's check here. Count of orders, yeah. Count of orders. Enter. Remember, click on this. No line, and you can make it big, so we can check the same size. Okay, so let me bring orders before we can replicate it for the same thing for all. So average. So I come here, equal to AVG, average sales. And finally, insert. This is units. What do I use it? What name? Unit, total unit sold. Okay. Total unit sold. Tab, we have this. So I can click on this guy, click on copy format, and click here. Automatically, it's going to replicate everything. The same thing, copy format, click here. Copy format of this, put it, no, copy format, and click here. We are there. Great. Does it make sense? Our dashboard is ready. There is something I also did. If you check here, I use refresh time. If you check our main dashboard here, you can see refresh time. Let me click on refresh now. You see this time will change. You see date and time. So where is it? Refresh. Can you see? We have more people. Can you see? More people added. You can see their name. As people are adding data, it is affecting this place. You can see the refresh time. This is current time here, 11:42. This is the current time in Qatar. So you can also add something. Just click on refresh, and everything here is going to change. That color I'm seeing there, I do not like it. Let me get this color here so that at least I know. So I click on this guy. So I come to fill. Let me get the color code here. So I get this color code. Makes sense. So I will go back here. So good. So like this green is to me looking somehow. So I will change it here. Come to this color. Where's green? Okay, did I click on green? I need to click on green. Only green. Good. Green. Change. Then I update the color and I click on OK. Oh, Ricky says that last one. So I want to do it. Make me to do it. So I'll have to do it. Yes, good. Thank you so much. So the last one, Where is it? Click on it again. Good, this is it. So I will pick the color. This is the color code. Okay, so I go to the other side and I click here. Change the color, then come here. Makes sense. We are good. Our report is here. Are we excited?
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
Good.
So whenever we had any data, so let us add data. Let's see. We have test data here. I think I have the test data here. Let us add some test data to the raw data. Remember, we do that on the raw data. This is the raw data. So I want to add more data. So insert. Let me put insert more page, more. Okay. Insert. Okay, I have four new space here. Before we do the insert, you see, number of orders we have is 201. You can see the total net sales is this. So test data, let me add this 4 data. Control C, I come to my raw data, I come here, Control V. Good. I added 4 records now. So I will come to clean data. I will click on refresh on that data, refresh. Then I will come to dashboard and I'll click on refresh. Can you see? Is our dashboard working? Is it working?
I want to ask a question.
Yes, it's time for question now.
What if the data you're getting is not correct? Probably someone is feeding you a wrong data. Is there a way to filter or a way to track if what you are getting is not exactly what's supposed to be part to give you accurate report? Is there a way to find out or to filter?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. You know, that was the reason. That's the first thing you did during your data preparation and data transformation. The data you are working on, this data that we're getting here, is a clean data. It's not the direct data from the data source. Remember, the data source is raw data. You have worked on the data source. When you are working on the data source, you have done one of the things you do during data preparation is data validation. I gave us an example about the gender column the other time. Okay, you already validated that this is what you are expecting. Okay, so even if there is any wrong data, it's going to be cut off at the preparation stage. Whatever data you are going to be having here, it will be clean data, which will be the one that will come to your dashboard. So it also has been done at the cleaning stage. And remember, a data analysis project is a cycle project. Maybe you might not that you just do it and leave it forever. As you said, even there are some of them that will appear as the right data that can come as the wrong data. So there's a need to always clean our data, check the cycle. Okay, is there any variation? Is there any anomalies? Is there any outliers in my data set? For instance, look at this now. Look at this report. We now see that we see the average orders is 4,000, 4,000 USD, average orders. We now see one orders that have 1 million. We automatically will know that there is an outlier. Now, if the average is 4,000, we now see one that is 1 million. That is an outlier. Then we might need to investigate. So there is always a room to always go back and check. But while you are doing your data preparation, you have emphasized that and you have put all of that into control. All right, more question. Please, for people on YouTube, you can also type your question on the chat and we are going to answer you. More question. All right, so question. Any question? It could be general question. It could be on our training. Any question, just put up your question. So I'm going to be putting okay, I think I have the slide as well. So if you want to join our next training, you can actually scan this barcode. You can scan this barcode and you'll be able to get the registration form. And once you register, you are going to join our community. We have a big community. You don't need to pay before you join the community. Join the community, and on the community, we also give different updates on data, okay, on data evolution. We give different updates on that. So you can sign up, join us, and we'll be happy.
Hello, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So
Someone
I'm
is
going to.
yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
If you're signing up for any training, like you call it boot camp, okay.
Yes.
This is going to train you on Excel and Power BI, or what you going to get at the end of the day.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I believe you joined a little bit late because at the beginning of the class, the person that introduced explained everything, in which I'm also going to put on the screen again now, so that we can. I'm going to put the flyers whereby you see everything that we offer as no, this not this flyer. Everything you are going to benefit. You are teaching a lot of things. Even we are even thinking of reducing, because man, you are getting a lot from us. Okay, so this is the flyers for 20. I mean, for next batch. So we are going to teach you advanced Excel. We are going to teach you Power BI advanced. We are going to teach you Tableau. We are going to teach you Python. Main thing, we are going to teach you database. One of our students, after graduating from us, start working as a junior application developer. I asked him, how come? He said because of the SQL that we taught him, he was able to do that. Even myself, I transitioned from data analyst to database administrator. I was working as a data analyst. Okay, so with all of this thing, all of this knowledge, I was working as a data. You don't need to limit yourself. Even if you start as a data analyst, it's a very good starting point for anyone that wants to transition into IT. From data analyst, you can go to data engineer. You can go to AI architect. As a data analyst, you are working with data. It will be easy for you to work with AI, to use AI tools to do a lot of automation. So there are a lot of opportunity here. And then the good thing about it is that when the name is called data analyst, but we have a lot of analyst roles that are the same, similar to it. Which why we used to encourage our students that when you are searching for a job, don't just search for data analyst. You can work as an HR analyst. You can work as a finance analyst. You can work as an health analyst. A lot of analysts here. The only thing you need to add to this is the domain knowledge. Now you have the tools. What they are working on, you can work as a business analyst. What do you think a business analyst is working on? Is working on business data. There have to be a data. And for you to be able to, you have to have the domain knowledge, which is the business knowledge, so that you know the terminologies, you know what they are looking for. So as a result, you make use of the tools to do your work. Okay, so the good thing about it is that after training with us, we have an internship. The very good thing about it is that you are having an internship with a Qatari registered company. That is a huge, which means if you put it on your CV, nobody, and one of the things we encourage us, and once you have your internship with us, you put it on your CV, you put it on your LinkedIn. If anyone needs a recommendation, we provide it. So we have a company registered in Nigeria, we have a company registered in Qatar. So we offer internship after your training to show you, okay, you have learned all of these tools. How do you apply it in real life? And we also have partners. Recently, one of our partners from UK, we employ 15 of our students. We send 15 of our alumni to them to work as an intern. So there are a lot of opportunities. Then we also, at the end of your training, we do your LinkedIn optimization, CV optimization, job application. We have an expert on job application. Applying for a job alone is a work. Applying for a job alone is a skills on his own. This person I was talking about, when he was applying for a job, he got six offer at the same time. I don't know if he is on this call. 6 offers, and none of them is less than 100,000 USD per year. It's in the US. So he is in charge of job application, CV review, and LinkedIn optimization because he has he's mentored a lot of people. So all of these are readily available for our students. So it's a great opportunity. I've seen a lot of other institutes, even here in Qatar, that how much are we collecting from our students? Very little money. One of our motivation of this school is that we want to give back. Like someone like me, I was employed directly from Nigeria. Someone saw my work on LinkedIn and said, "Are you interested in this job?" And I got the job. And my brother, is a very good job. I have a lot of my colleagues that are the same thing, and all of these jobs are data. So we want to show our people, this is what our brethren, our friends, our Indians. We have, I mean, in last batch, we have Indians. Many of our batches, we have Indians that join our class and train. This is what they do to help one another. So this is also we are trying to give back to our people, African. Okay, this is what works. This is what works. All right. I hope I'm still audible. Are we still together? Please, any question on what we did today, feel free. Ask. You can ask on anything, and we'll be able to give you appropriate response.
Thank you so much for the training today. But you know, it got a certain stage. It was looking like a magic because you were a bit faster. Understand? Yes. Being the first time I joined this class. So anyway, the basic line of it is to join the training, which I hope that's why this free training is all about. It's like introduction.
Correct.
If I'm right. Okay.
Correct.
So it's all right. Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that.
Well, I believe all these materials will be given to us to practice, right?
Yes. I'm going to put it for everyone that register. If you are yet to register, please register. We are going to send it through the email.
Registered. Okay.
We are going to put it there. Then I want to put the registration. And also, if you register for a training, you are going to join our community. On the community, we are going to put everything, all the information. We are going to drop it there. I'm trying to look on a community member to put the details of next batch registration on YouTube for people joining on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to be putting the link there now so that they can also use it to join our community. All right. Thank you, everyone. Any other question before we call it a day? I'll stop sharing now. And it's actually recorded on YouTube, so you can actually follow up on YouTube to see everything. So please, for everyone that are able to follow this and represent it, we are going to give you 10% discount for the first 10 people, not everyone. For the first 10. Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah. Is it allowed to ask for the training course here, or you pass that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, no issue. You can reach out to us. For training course is actually 350 USD. So and people in Qatar is 1,002. 1,005. We give some discount for folks from Nigeria, but for anyone in Nigeria, they need to reach out to us. Then we give them discount because I told you it's part of giving back.
350 USD, right?
Yeah, 350 USD. It's very small. Very small. But the training, most of the training that we did in the US is 2,005 USD. 2005. I have a lot of my guys that are on the call here that attend the training. Even here in Qatar, it's 3,005. So I have someone on the call that also attend. So here, because that is the motive. The main motive is not the money, but is to be able to sensitize people and for them to be able to, even if they are not working as a data analyst, whichever way they are working, they should be working smart and not working hard. You can see a comment from one of our maybe batch 4. After attending our training, she's working as a teacher, and after the training, I think she got promoted or something, and because of this, so even if they are working as a teacher, you can still make use of these tools, and it's going to make you work smart. Okay, I think I want to put the link on for the people on YouTube to have access to the link to join. So 1 minute, I'm going to do that right away now. Finally, I'm able to do it. Okay, great. So for people in YouTube, they can use that link to join, and I'm going to provide this part. So thank you, everyone, once again. I think we can call it a day.
When is the next batch? When is the next batch starting?
May 9.
Okay.
Yeah, May. Yeah. So before then, because another thing that we also do is we provide softwares. All the software we are going to be using, we are going to provide for students, and some of them are actually licensed. Okay, especially the SQL database. So we provide license software for our students. All you need to do is just to have a good computer. Once you join the group, we are going to provide a prerequisite for you to get yourself prepared before the class or the list or the resource of the system that you need to get that will be able to work with what you are doing. Remember, most of these things are going to be using your system resources. For instance, Power BI. You can see what we are doing. We are doing data modeling. We import the data into system memory. So if you are using 2 gig laptop, it's not going to work. So all of that, we are going to put the details on the group. So please join the group, register. Even if you don't want to do the training next batch, you join the group so that you can be getting updates from us. All right, thank you once again. Thank you, everyone. It's good to be here. Thank you. Mr. Lawrence?
Thank you, Mr.
Over to you, Mr. Lawrence.
All right. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who joined us. Even though we overstayed, it was just to make sure that we grasp what is being communicated. So, a very thank you for staying this much, and also to Alaka, thank you for your patience, your persistence. Please find time, go through everything that has been done. It's going to be on YouTube. The link will be shared with us. Alaka, I don't know if you've done that. So please find time, try and replicate it, right? It adds to your portfolio. And these are things